What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Hey. Wow, I almost feel that I forgot how to do this, which is weird because I've only not been live for like a week. But it feels like definitely like a month, which is I don't know, it's kind of weird because it hasn't been that long. Like technically I only missed 3 streams, but it feels like I missed way more. But it's good to be back. I'm happy to be back, even though it's slightly later than my normal time, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, it's good to be here. It's also amazing that, you know, before I was even live, I saw Sin already in chat asking where I was. But yeah, here I am. Hopefully you saw the message on the Discord. Or not, well, maybe you didn't see it on my Discord, but maybe, well, I also posted it on, maybe I should have posted it on Discord too, but I posted on Twitter that I was going to be slightly delayed today, most likely. But here we are. It's good to have you guys. Also, Martin, welcome on in. Celebrating Chocolate Cupcake Day. Which, I mean, you know, I love a good cupcake. And also I love a cupcake with chocolate. So that sounds good. All right, chat. Let's do it. Let's see if I actually remember how to properly stream. Because even though it's only been a week, it feels like so much longer. So yeah, let's see if I have any idea what to do. What should I do next? Oh yeah, I should say good evening, everyone. Good evening and good time zone to all of you. How is everyone doing? My name is MrJordilicious. Welcome to the stream on this Monday, October 18th, 2021. All right, see, that still went well. Also, I need to change my light. Let's try and do that. Boom, there we go. That still went well. You know, that intro, I still remember how to do a proper intro, so that's good. Welcome on in. Good to have you guys. It's good to be back. I've had a very busy week. I guess because of that, it feels like I haven't been live in like so long. But like I said, it's only been like a week. So yeah, let's catch up. How is everyone doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. And hopefully you all had a good week and a good weekend as well. Despite, you know, me not being here. I'm too blue for a blue light. Oh yeah, because well, I mean, my hair is blonde, but my shirt is pretty blue. So yeah, I get you. Thank you for that contrast. Contrast is always good. It's nice to have a little bit of a contrast between like me and the background. So yeah, well done. Good job. Appreciate that. How are you guys doing? Wait, hang on. We got a message coming in.
Narrator.
Yeah.
And suddenly Jordy started smashing eggs on the floor.
Wait, I was? I don't. Wait. Was I? I don't know. I don't see any eggs. But thank you for the 10 biddies. Wait, why am I smashing eggs on the floor? Is that like a thing? Should I be smashing eggs on the floor? Did I miss something? Or is it because I'm trying to make a chocolate cupcake and you know in a batter for cupcakes you probably need to put eggs. I don't know how to stream. It's a how-to basic joke. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm probably too old to know that, or just not in that part of the internet, maybe. But yeah, no, it's true. I mean, luckily I still remembered how to stream. But you know, I was like, oh wait, yeah, I always have to put on my mic, and I always do like my echo effect, and I give myself an applause. So I need to do all of that quickly because the song is almost over. But here we are. How do you not know how to basic? I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. Is that like a you know what? No, I'm not even gonna ask questions because I know myself, and I will most likely I will ask dumb questions. My question was gonna be, is that like a subreddit? Is it like, you know, Reddit/r/how-to-basic? Is that like the thing? But most likely it's not. And if it is, well then, you know, good for me. I need to find a job. That's how I learned how to basic. So so one thing that I learned in not my last job, but the job that I had before that, was a phenomenon that we here in the Netherlands know as internet gekkies, which roughly translates as crazy people on the internet. I never heard of that. I was like, wait, like everyone was like, oh yeah, internet gekkies. Oh, that's so funny. I was like, wait, what the hell are you guys talking about? And they were like, yeah, like, you know, like this and this. And then they started telling jokes and everyone was like, oh yeah, that one's so good. I was like, wait, what the hell are you guys talking about? And then they showed me this phenomenon, and it's only funny when you are Dutch. If you're not Dutch, it's not funny. Like, you can watch these videos, but it's like not funny. But basically, internet gekkies, or crazy people on the internet, is basically a compilation of videos that are made like over the years. Like, they come from literally everywhere, like TV shows, like news bulletins, all that kind of stuff. And it's basically people saying things or doing things that are weird. That's basically like the idea. Like, it's a compilation of people doing weird things. I think Ren's just linked it to you. Wait, can I see an no, it's not the internet gekkies. It's a how-to basic video. But yeah, the internet gekkies, that's something that I never heard of, and my second to last job, they showed it to me, and I was like, wow, this is the most funny thing ever. Like, I loved it. And that's how I learned about that, which I feel I learned way too late, because I feel that, you know, like by the time that I discovered that, it was already like everyone knew about it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's funny. Which is also like, that's like the story of my life. Last week, I think it was on Twitter. I think it was a thing on Twitter. Last week, all of a sudden on Twitter, I saw these tweets where someone was tweeting something, and then they posted like the emoji of like a red flag, like many of them after that. I was like, I saw like companies do that. I saw people do that. I was like, what's the joke? I don't get it. So I didn't participate. I was like, okay, I see this tweet, and the tweet was always like a statement or like a quote, like someone saying like, watching Twitch streamers is like a waste of time. And then they put it like these emoji behind it. I was like, what's the joke? I don't get it. And then afterwards, I discovered that the joke was that you that you say something, so like a quote or like something that someone said, and then you post those red flags, aka if someone says that's a red flag, like don't interact with them. I didn't get it. It took me like a couple of days before I understood what the meme was. So that's kind of the story of my life with memes. Whenever a new meme emerges on the internet, I see it, I don't understand it, and then it kind of fades away, and then I understand, then I learn what it is. Like, it's kind of like the meme goes like this, it goes to its peak, and then it kind of stays at its peak, and it kind of dies down a little bit. And in this moment, like this little area where it dies down, that's when I always discover memes, and I discover the meaning of them. It's kind of like the story of my life. I want to see your reaction to the video. Wait, can we watch that? It's only 2 minutes, but the thing with watching YouTube videos on stream is that you can get a strike for that, because for some reason YouTube can actually do content ID on videos, so that's kind of the weird thing. But okay, I'm willing to take to fall for this because I'm curious. So this video was just sent in by Renz. It's how to make McDonald's French fries. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, so I'm curious how we're gonna make McDonald's French fries. And it is SFW. Okay, so we're cutting the fries. Wait. This is way too loud. Okay, let me dial down the loudness. Wait, cutting the potatoes. Wait, what did they do with the egg? Why did they cut the egg? Wait, is that... Wait, did they piss in the... Okay, they drain it. I'm not sure, I don't... By this point, I feel this is not going to be a... This is not... Oh, what the hell is that? Okay, yeah, I was going to say by this point, I feel this is not actually a serious video. Okay, wait, what is that? Dill? Wait, why did they put the dill between their toes and they burn it? Okay. Is this some kind of kink thing? Because, you know, I'm not kink shaming, so if this is your thing, then good for you. Okay, I'm assuming it's mayonnaise. Yeah, there we go. Or salad dressing. Also on your feet and on an egg, because, you know, why not? And, oh, then you scoop out the egg. Oh, wait, where did the egg go? Beans? Wait, why do you... wait, beans? Tomato sauce? Okay. Yep, that's the way to open your oil. That's a lot of oil. Oh, you throw it away. Yeah, sure. And then add bananas and then mush it with your feet. Because, you know, like, why not? And then you peel it with your... Why did she do everything with her feet? If you're into food, this is some quality content, clearly. Wait, how did that transition from being bananas back into... potatoes? What am I watching? What am I... Why? Renz, why did you send this to me? What are we watching? Oh, wait, there are your French fries. With a lot of salt and a lot of ketchup. I just haven't... I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay, that's funny, though. Like, the slip and slide, I like that. That's funny. Oh, wait, that's the finished McDonald's French fry. There we go. Oh, wait, but now it's all mushy. It's how to basic. Yeah, oh, wait. So I'm clearly the only one that doesn't know how to basic. One like is one pray egger. Okay. Well, for everyone that just watched that, and you're like, well, those are 2.5 minutes of my life I will never get back. I do apologize. My chat sent this to me to watch, and they said it was SFW. Slightly on the verge, not gonna lie, slightly on the verge, but okay. But yeah, I honestly have no comment on that. Like, I really don't know what to say after seeing that. That is, yeah, that's content, I guess. Let's just leave it at that. That's content. That's content. I'm not sure if it's good content or quality content or, but you know, it's content. The fact that YouTube didn't ban it. Also, how many views does it have? Can we see that? How many views does that video have? Whoa! Okay, hang on. That video... I'm gonna zoom in for this because this is ridiculous. That video... Chat. 51 million views on that particular video. 998,000 likes. Also 162,000 dislikes. Heck, 51 million views on that video. I wonder how many people watched that video because someone sent it to them and they were like, what the hell? Why did you send this to me? The hype is over. You can watch him now. Oh, wait. So these videos are old and like nobody likes them anymore. So now I can get involved in them. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's like usually how that goes. The fun part is when you look at the thumbnails. Yeah, because the thumbnail of this particular video actually shows because I saw the thumbnail. It actually shows you McDonald's French fries, and it literally like the description as well. Today I show you how to make McDonald's famous French fries. McDonald's French fries recipe has been kept secret for as long as they've existed. But due to me being irresistible to both males and females, I managed to once again seduce McDonald's CEO to pull the recipe out. And then something more. So, like, if you see the video, you're like, oh yeah, this is just a regular, normal video. It's all good. And then you watch it and you're like, what am I watching? But thank you for sharing that part of internet culture with all of us, friends. I appreciate it, because I do feel that if you want to be a quality person on the internet, you do need to know something of like every corner of the internet. Like sometimes you have like good corners where there's like quality content, like the MrJordilicious stream, for instance. And then you have other corners where you have questionable content, which isn't necessarily bad. It's also not good. It's just questionable. I think that's where this video belongs. But it's good to have something out of both corners. So thank you for that. Wow. Also, Martin wanted to see my reaction to the video. Did I react the way you thought I would? Because I was, you know, in the beginning I was like, oh yeah, okay, well they're just kind of chopping it up and they're doing something fun. Okay, yeah, this is whatever. I mean, throughout, like there was a moment where my belief in that they were actually gonna make French fries, it kind of went away. I was like, yeah, they're not gonna make French fries. That's not what they're gonna do. So yeah, I think you did. I heard something about me being irresistible. No, not me. I'm not irresistible. Wait, can you? I'm not irresistible. Is that how you say that? I'm not. Is there like a negative word of irresistible, or is that just like do you just put like a negative in front of that? I'm not irresistible. I'm irresistible. No, that's not how that works. How do you say that? Resistible? Yeah, is that it? I'm resistible. Yeah, I'm resistible. I'm resistible. Also, Prime Guy had some good news. What is the good news? Because I'm feeling you're very hyped to share it with the rest of us. But how is everyone doing, chat? How is everyone doing? Quake, also welcome on in. I'm not sure if I even said hi to you, but if I didn't, then I apologize. But I was just being mesmerized by the video that we just witnessed. I was like, what are we watching? So I was mesmerized. So yeah, I was distracted by the chaos. Exactly. I was like, I'm not sure. Yeah. So exactly that. But hopefully everyone is doing good. Like I said, I had a very busy week. Because last week, for those of you who didn't follow me on Twitter or like, you know, didn't see it on the Discord or like anywhere that I talked about it, last week, or actually more precisely last weekend, was the performance of my amateur theater group. So I'm part of an amateur theater group, and last weekend we put on our show that we practiced for like 5-ish months. And it was actually the first show that we did ever since COVID started. So we were supposed to do a show in March of last year. Did I say that right? March of last year? Yeah. So COVID started March 2020, right? Yeah, so March of 2020, we were supposed to do a show. But then, like, we literally were supposed to do it basically in, like, the weekend where, like, all of a sudden the entire country shut down. So, like, we had our show. We had our technical rehearsal. So in the week of our shows, we always perform in like the weekend, so like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that entire week we always have like our dress rehearsal on Thursday, and then we have our technical rehearsal on Tuesday, so where we check out like all the lights and like all those kind of things. So we had our technical rehearsal, and already then there was kind of like talk of like COVID suddenly like spiking, and we were kind of like, okay, are we gonna be able to do the show? Because there were kind of rumors that things were gonna close down. There were rumors of like lockdowns and all that kind of stuff. So we were kind of being like, okay, so do we even like, are we even capable of doing this show this weekend? Like, is the place that we do it in, and we always do it in like a community center, is it even gonna be open? Like, can we go in? So then I think we had our rehearsal on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, I think we, as like the board, which I'm a part of, we decided to cancel or to postpone the shows because we were like, we don't know what's going to happen. Things are looking very like grim. Things don't look good. Let's just, like before, it's going to be Friday, and like on Friday we have to say like, sorry, we can't do it. So like on the last day, let's just be prepared. Let's just postpone it. And that was a good call because on Wednesday we decided that. On Thursday, the community center that we were supposed to perform in announced that they had to close their doors because of like, government regulations. So we basically were a day ahead with our decision based on like, what the government sort of decided for us. Which, and it's funny, talking about it now kind of feels very like, I don't know, it's sort of weird. Like, does anyone sort of recognize that when you talk about like the start of COVID? It kind of feels like ages ago. And because of things, like the way that we live currently feels already sort of like normal-ish. It feels kind of weird talking about like how it all started, as if it's like, I don't know, it feels weird. Anyway, so that was like a, oh wait, my audio was way too low. Abba Jesus, hello, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. And good day to you. How are you doing? So that was in March last year. It feels longer though. Like I want to say it was before that, but I'm starting to think, and I'm, my perception of time is always the worst, so don't blame me for that. But it was in March of last year, and if anyone's like, no, COVID started way before that, then let me know. But I think it was March of last year. So we didn't perform in ever since March. Well, actually, technically, we didn't perform until ever since October of 2019, because 2019 October was our last show, and then our next show was going to be in March of 2020. So technically we didn't perform for 2 years. Yeah 2 years. So we postponed the show for March but until October, but like in October last year we still couldn't do it. So anyway, long story short, last weekend was the first time we could actually perform again, which was great. Also, the Gaming Templar, welcome in. Hello to you. How are you doing? Hope you had a blast. I did have a blast. So, to go back to like our performance. So, I'm like a regular of like my theater group, but the way that we start with plays and like with rehearsals and stuff like that, and I don't agree with this method, by the way, but that's like an internal debate that we're still having, is that we always check before we start rehearsing. We always check like who wants to participate in this play. So we always make like an inventory, and we always kind of ask like, hey, who wants to perform and who wants to participate in this play? And then we get like a number of people. Like we get like, I don't know, like 9 people. I don't know, like something like that. But then out of that, that doesn't mean that even if you want to participate, it doesn't mean that you actually do get a part, because they then start looking for plays, and then as they find a play, and it has like six parts or 7, I don't know, like, but it has less parts, then it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but we don't have a part for you. I don't agree with that method, by the way, full transparency, but that's, like I said, that's like an internal debate that we've been having for like years. Like, I feel people are part of a theater group. If they want to play, just look for plays that have like, the designated amount of people that can participate. But okay, whatever. So initially I wasn't gonna have a part other than being like an extra. So I had like a non-speaking role. So I was just gonna be an extra. So like I didn't really have to perform, or I didn't really have to rehearse, because it was kind of like, a very simple thing that I had to do. Then 4 weeks ago, the director came to me and he was like, yeah, we do have a part because someone for personal reasons can't do it anymore. Like, she was already like, it was already like not going too well. She didn't really do well in rehearsals, but then she had like a personal issue that she had to take care of, and she was like, yeah, she can't do that part anymore. Would you be willing to take over for her? And I already said to him, like, I was at a rehearsal before, like the week before that, and I took over for her because she wasn't there, so I was like a stand-in. And I always said to him, like, listen, I'm willing to do this, but you need to let me know in time. Like, I don't want to know, don't tell me like a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance. I need to know in time if you want me to do this. So he told me. So I only had 4 weeks to prepare for this role. I'm doing fine. It was nice meeting you today. It definitely was. I had a blast. For those of you who are wondering, I'm going to get to that. Like, I have so many things to talk about today, chat. So I'm going to get to that. But I met with Abba Jesus and and his boyfriend today. And we had such a good time. I remember when all the faculty at my job in the school, we were all joking about COVID, saying, oh yeah, we will get a free week off from school, and a year and a half later, we are kind of scared. Yeah. All the seniors in my secondary school quit the theater program because our director left on pregnancy, and the new director recast all under class as the roles when it was our senior showcase. Wow, that is harsh. That they just recast everyone. But yeah, I remember that too. Like, I remember with the start of COVID, I was like, oh, nice. Maybe I will get like a week, or like a paid week off from my job. That was like the thing that I was thinking of. Like, maybe things are going to go bad. Maybe I get like a paid week off. Nice, you know? Little did we know what was going to happen, you know, like later down the line. We had no idea. But yeah, so I only had like 4 weeks to prepare. So last week was kind of like I was peaking in terms of being stressed out because out of those 4 weeks, I only had like 3 rehearsals because you know, I mean, when the first rehearsal after he asked me to do it, I wasn't there. Like, I didn't have time. I don't know where I was. I don't remember, but I didn't have time to actually go to the rehearsal. So I only had like 3 rehearsals, and out of those 3, some scenes I didn't even actually like ever practice, you know, like some scenes I was like, okay, I know my lines, but I have no idea what like the idea is. So I was like super nervous last week because I didn't know all of my lines by heart. And I was like so worried that I was gonna be like, you know, I was gonna go on stage and I was like, I don't know what to say. So last week we had our technical rehearsal as well on Tuesday. Didn't go flawless. It wasn't the worst, but it was the first time we also practiced in like with the stage and everything. It didn't go flawless, but it was okay-ish. Then we had our dress rehearsal on Thursday, which is like always like the last rehearsal before you go on stage. That also didn't go great. Like, there were several scenes where people just either forgot their lines, they started laughing, and that gave me like a massive headache. Like, not literally, but like I was like, oh boy, this is not gonna go well. We're gonna have 3 days to perform, and like I don't know my lines. I think it's gonna be a disaster. So then came Friday, which was, so we would perform Friday evening, last week on Friday evening. So like at 8 o'clock, I guess we were supposed to start. Which is also why I took a week off from stream, because I was like, I need my time to focus on this. I can't stress out and be like, I want to learn my lines or I want to do something and then I have to stream. So that's why I canceled my streams. So then Friday. So my part was not a big one, but it wasn't like a very small part. Like, it was a medium part. And I was a mother of a
okay, it's
of a character. Also, what is happening? Crap.
Everyone, what's the procedure?
Abba Jesus _ just
Heck, what are you doing?
5 subs. OMG, such
Oh wait, yeah, all the
deliciousness, purple
confetti. There we go. Look at all the hello. Hello. I'm back here, chat. You can't see me. I'm here. Hello. I'm back. Yeah, there we go. Abba Jesus, what the hell are you doing? Thank you so much for oh wait, okay, we got more. I'll wait. It's fine. I'll wait.
Awoo Abba Jesus _
Awoo.
you're awesome.
You are
Thank
awesome,
you for
yeah.
the sub.
Okay, well, those confetti cannons will keep going for a while. But Abba Jesus, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community and also taking a sub yourself. I heckin' appreciate it. And out of those 5 subs, they go to Olm75, Mr. Pyromania, Kayla Craft, The Frozen King, Avalanche, and Lynx Minx. Enjoy your gifted subs. And if you are here in chat, then be sure to thank Abba Jesus for their super kind generosity. And heck, dude, I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. But you didn't have to do that. I mean, heck, you being here already is such a treat and such a gift. And then you gift even more. So yeah, I don't know what to say. You're making me blush, even though you might not be able to see it. Internally, I am blushing. But thank you so much. That is so kind. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Wow. Well, that came unexpected. Okay, let me quickly go over to chat and then let me continue with my story. But heck, I heckin' appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can't they just add some roles? Well, I mean, sometimes they do. Like sometimes my director, he just writes like a role and just, you know, make sure that someone has like some lines. But usually there aren't like substantial roles. So like you might have like some lines in one scene. That's sometimes what they do. I worked at the most important company during COVID. That is sort of, I mean, well, maybe not the most important, but yeah, we did have I did feel like we had a crucial job to do. That's very true. Also, some good news from Martin and us. We celebrated our 10 years together. Oh, nice. Congratulations. I have this and that for you. Nice. 10 years. Wow. That's so cool. Congratulations to the two of you. Did you do something special to celebrate? Did you go somewhere, even though I'm not sure if you can go like everywhere still, but like, did you do something special to celebrate? The bad news, I got back pain on Wednesday evening, which continued into Friday. I went to our dinner with painkillers and a heat pack on my back. Oh, well, okay, there we go. That's my answer. You went to dinner. Well, that sucks. But hopefully you still had a nice dinner. I hope you still had a good time together. Regardless of, you know, you being in pain. Are you already going to that back center thing? Like, are you already getting like treatment for that? I hope you are. But heck, me and my girlfriend are talking about engagement pictures. Ooh, wait, engagement pictures? Like, are you gonna get engaged, or are you talking about getting engagement pictures? So many messages about love. I love it. I love the love. I love, you know? We just had dinner at a restaurant at Cost Relationship. It was in Eindhoven. Ooh, nice. I know exactly, I think, which restaurant that is. That is so cool, though. Also, or maybe not. I don't know. I want to say that I knew you were in the city, but maybe it wasn't you. I don't know. I think I saw someone that I knew, like on Twitter or something, being like, "Hey, I'm just visiting the city of Eindhoven." I was like, "Oh wow, you're so nearby. That is so cool." But I'm not sure if it was you or not. I don't know. Whatever. It's not important. Which restaurant? I don't know the name, but I know they serve tapas, right? Like, isn't it like a tapas place? Is it like La Cubanita? La Cubanita. I didn't share anything on Twitter. Okay, then it was someone else. Or maybe it's you know, one very likely chance is that it's no one that I know, and it's literally just something that popped in my head without any cause. Wasn't it a tapas place? I thought you had tapas on your first date, something like that. We have already been talking about getting engaged, but we want to have a photographer to capture the moments. Ooh, okay. That sounds cool. Yeah, so my engagement, when Peter asked me to marry him, I wish there were like, you know, there was like footage of that, but sadly, there was not. Which is, you know, kind of obvious because otherwise it's not a spontaneous moment maybe, but still. Anyway, so back to my play. So my part was like a medium part. I was to play the mother of one of the other characters. I was like an older lady. You might have seen the photo that I posted on my Twitter. If you haven't, I'm gonna pull it up because I thought it was a pretty cool photo. This is me backstage on our second night. So this was my character. Which I thought, I mean, I loved the person that did my makeup. Oh heck, even more confetti.
Thank you for the sub.
Awoo Renzis, you are awesome.
You are.
Thank you for the 29-month resub.
Heck.
Let me interrupt you once more.
Sorry. I almost interrupted Paul, the text-to-speech guy. But heck, Renz, thank you so much for the 29 months. Let me emphasize again, 29 months. Just saying, 29. Thank you so much, Renz. I heckin' appreciate it. Love your face. Wait, let me quickly go back in chat. I've been planning our engagement for years now. Ooh, nice. Definitely gonna make sure for a discreet video. Yeah, you should, because it's a big moment. It's so cool. Like, you know, Peter asked me on a beach. So, you know, it would be kind of hard to film it discreetly because, you know, he would have to be like, hey, look over there. And then he would have to put down a camera and I would be like, why did you just put down a camera over there? Like, what's gonna happen? So it would be hard to be discreet, but, you know, still. That's so cool, though. I mean, Peter has said to me kind of early, heck it! What's happening?
Awoo Pup Billy, you are awesome. Thank you for the 3-month resub. Woof woof. Mr. Jord 1HUG.
Billy! Heck, thank you so much for that Prime sub for 3 months. I heckin' appreciate it. You guys are so kind. I mean, I'm gone for like a week and I come back to all this love. Like, what's happening? What's happening? I can't deal with so much love, chat. I don't know what to say. You guys make me all flustered and blush. And look, even a hype train is close. So like, like you're breaking me. I don't know what I need to say. Thank you so much, Billy, and Rens as well, and Abba Jesus, of course, for gifting those 5 subs and subscribing yourself. I heckin' appreciate it. Oh wait, okay. I was being quiet to not interrupt Paul, the text-to-speech guy. Martin, thank you for the 300 biddies. Look what you've done. Okay, I mean, you guys can't see that. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but you can't see it like on the screen. But look what you've done. You started the hype train. You did it. Okay, I hope you're happy now. You made the train leave the station. All right. I hope you're happy. I hope you're feeling good about yourself. Thank you so much for the 300 bits. Also, Rens, thank you for the 100 biddies. I heckin' appreciate it. You guys, honestly.
Choo choo.
Choo choo. Honestly, like, stop it. Stop it. I don't deserve this much love, okay? I'm just a silly pup being silly on the internet, okay? Just behave. I don't deserve all the love. Or maybe, well, I'm sure some people are gonna be like, yeah, no, you totally deserve all the love, and which I appreciate. I just don't know how to deal with that. So, you know, I can't deal with all the love. I don't know, I can't help it. I just can't deal with all the love. I want to discuss the plans with you, but my boyfriend is lying next to me. And this is a secret. Oh yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of obvious though. Like, I mean, it would be interesting if like your partner would be next to you and like, yeah, I want to propose to my partner, and this is exactly how I'm gonna do it. Honey, are you listening? This is how you're gonna get proposed. I mean, it would be cool though. Like, imagine telling your partner exactly how you're gonna propose, but you don't tell when you're gonna do it. And then like one day, out of the blue, you're just gonna do like the trigger thing, and they know like, oh wait, it's happening, but it's like completely out of the blue. They have no idea. That's kind of cool though. This train cannot be stopped. I guess it cannot be, but I heckin' appreciate you guys. I really do. I hope you guys know that. Just hire a camera crew. Well, that's what we did for our wedding. Although I didn't hire them, they kind of sort of imposed themselves onto me, but that was still kind of cool. My best friend Liz is a photographer, so I'm hoping to have her take photos. Oh, that is cool when your best friend can be involved in that. That's so cool. I love that. Me and my girlfriend are talking about getting engaged on top of a mountain. That is so cool. I love that. You could get a drone, like have a drone fly like... I mean, I love drone. Like, I love drone cinematography if you do it well. So, like, have a drone sort of come... Oh, what would be amazing if you guys would be on top of the mountain. Or, like, actually not on top of the mountain, but, like, you have the top and then you have, like, a little bit of a ledge after, like, behind the top. Have the drone come up to the mountain, go up, go up, go up. You don't see anyone. Then it goes over the mountain, turns around, and then there you guys are. And then it zooms back in on you guys, and you are holding the ring like that. And the drone zooms in on that. If you need a cinematographer for your engagement video, hi, hello. I don't have a drone, so like someone else would have to film it, but I have the ideas, which, you know, you might also kind of like. How awesome would it be if you have that shot of the drone kind of, you know, going over the mountain, then turning around, zooming back in on you guys, you holding out the ring, the drone comes closer, zooms in on the ring, and then as the drone gets close, you place the ring on your girlfriend's finger, and that's like the end of the shot. I mean, it's kind of hard to pull off maybe, but it's pretty cool. I've told him that it's going to involve an elaborate scheme of events, and that is going to know for sure that the elaborate scheme has started. Oh, he's gonna know for sure that it has started. That's so cool. My buddy faked the proposal by tying a shoe, but he had a custom set of shoes that had a secret compartment for a ring. That is so cool. Have you guys ever seen The Office? There's a scene where Jim, the character of Jim, fake proposes to Pam, where he also gets like on his knee, and he's like looking up, and he's like, oh, I have a big question to ask. And then he's like, do you want this bagel? And then it's just like a joke. But that's so cool. But thank you guys so much for starting that hype train. I can appreciate it. 88%, level 1. But yeah, heck, you guys are too sweet. Honestly, you guys are too sweet. I'm gonna try and finish my story though, because I wanted to. So I hope you guys don't mind. So anyway, this was my character. I was an elderly lady, and I loved the way that the person who did my makeup, she kind of made me look cel-shaded. Like, you guys see that? Like, you know, like Borderlands, like games that have cel-shaded looks. I thought I looked kind of cel-shaded, and I thought it looked super cool. But I was playing this elderly lady, and so my luck was that my part involved. Heck, hurry up! Wait, the hype train almost ended. Wait, did it stop? What happened? Wait, I'm unsure. Did it level up? Oh, level 1 complete. But does it go to level 2? It's so unclear now what's gonna happen. Oh, there we go, level 2. Okay, got it. That was a very long message in my chat. Like, what's gonna happen? Well, Ethan, thank you so much for the 300 biddies. I heckin' appreciate it. But my luck is that my character, she had like a window. So I was standing on like scaffolding behind the scenes. And the only thing that I had to do, I wasn't going to be on stage. So the only thing that I had to do was open like the windows, say my lines, and then close them again. So what I did is I made a little bit of a table, like, you know, a little bit of like a thing, like a platform. I put my booklet, like my script on there. So what I was able to do is whenever I had to go on, like I had to open the windows, say my lines, I was able to quickly check my script, be like, okay, what do I have to say? Oh yeah, that's my thing. I memorized it quickly, and then I did my lines. So that was my luck. Like, my director already said, like, listen, just keep your booklet with you, so you know what you're gonna have to say. So that was like my luck, that I didn't actually have to go on stage. I was just constantly like backstage, only had to open the windows. So I was actually wearing like my tracksuit pants, and I was literally, I'm not joking, I was literally wearing a pair of orange Crocs. The reason for that is that there was one scene in the middle where I was playing someone else who was going to go to the hookers, and I was exiting the place where I did my business without my clothing because I didn't want to pay. So I actually ran off stage in my underwear, like literally, like only my underwear and my socks I had on. Then I had to go outside, like outside of the building. So I put on like quickly like a bathrobe and my orange Crocs. I had to go outside, around, back to like a back entrance, and there I actually changed into my grandmother old lady look. But I started with going over the, you know, walking across the stage in just my underwear. So, you know, if you wanted to see that, it's going to be on YouTube soon. But trust me, you don't want to see that. It's not like you don't want to see that. But yeah, that was my luck, that I was able to, you know, just stand there with my booklet next to me and just open the shutters, say my lines, close them again, and check when I next had to say something. But on Friday was our first show. I was so nervous. On Friday, I almost pissed my pants because I was so nervous. Because I always want to have, like, I always want to be in control. So I wanted to be backstage. I wanted to make sure that all my props that I needed were at like a designated site. So I knew where my props were going to be. So I was busy with that. Then I had to get my makeup on. Then I had to, like, you know, change into my clothing. All at the same time, I was like doing all these things in my mind. So I was like super nervous. Like, my nerves were like, I haven't been this nervous in a long time. So other people are also saying, like, we can tell you are nervous. I'm like, yes, I am. I'm probably not like in a good mood. Don't ask me anything. Don't joke with me. Don't have any conversations with me because I'm not in a good mood. I'm nervous as hell. So just let me be in my own zone and it'll be fine. And it was like, you know, on Friday we performed, and it was, there was one scene that I was particularly nervous about because it was a long scene in which I had a conversation with someone like outside of my windows. And it was a long scene, so I couldn't go back in to check my script. So I had to memorize that entire thing. So I focused on that throughout the week when I was learning my lines still. But I was super nervous for that particular scene because I knew it was going to be a long scene playing together with someone else. So I had to respond to what she was saying, and I had to say the right things as well. Otherwise, she wasn't able to go back to me on that. So like we had like a little 1-2 with the two of us. So that was the scene that I was most nervous about. But like all 3 days, that scene went almost flawless. Like I said the things that I had to say. She was able to react off of them. So yeah, like after the first day, after Friday, I was like, my nerves were definitely like calming down. Like I was like, okay, this is gonna go well. I got this. But yeah, it was like a heckin' busy week. Like I was so nervous for that. So like my entire week was like stress building up to that moment. And the thing is, I was trying, like the one thing that I always try to do when I'm being super stressful is I try to sort of put things in perspective. So one thing that I tried to do was like, okay, what is the worst, like the absolute worst thing that can happen, right? Like what's the absolute worst thing that can happen? And the only thing that I could think of is like, I forget my lines. People in the audience laugh. People in the audience like, you know, might mock me or might be like, hey dude, you suck. And like the absolute worst thing would be that we have to stop the play. We can't continue and people are mad. And that's how I tried to sort of put things in perspective. Like, okay, if that happens, nobody dies. Like, you know, people might mock me, people might laugh, but like, it'll be fine. Nobody dies. It's not the end of the world. It didn't really help though. I was still nervous, but it helped a little bit. So yeah, I had a good weekend, but it was super busy. And like yesterday, we performed twice in the evening. So like twice at 8 p.m. our time. And then yesterday on Sunday, we performed at like 2 p.m. So in the afternoon. But when I came home yesterday, I was like done. Like mentally, I was like, okay, this is it. I need a break. Let's just go and chill. So yeah, and now I can let all of that go and we can focus on like our next play, which I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to have a part or not, but you know, we have time to focus on that. So I can now let all of that go, all of that stress and which is good. I'm happy about that. Okay, so that was my story about my theater. I'm happy that I was able to finish it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Quickly going back into chat. Also, thank you guys for the hype train. We got level 1, we completed that. And I got a new hype train emote, hype emote, which is cool. So thank you for that. Oh, also Mr. Pyromaniac, I didn't see you coming in. Hello, how are you doing? I didn't see you come in. The mountain is sadly off limits because of how high the mountain is. It could interfere with flights of planes. Oh wow, that is, I mean, that's kind of cool. That it's that high, but then I get it that you can't do like drones flying there, of course. Did I hear hookahs or hookahs? Wait, what's the difference? Is there a difference? Isn't hookah just like a sort of like, you know, if you're from Jersey, New Jersey, or Boston maybe even? I'm in the process of trying to get a new job, sadly, because of some issues I have with my current one. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get a new job, like a better job soon. Let all the stress go and let new stress come in. I mean, well, luckily I have like a longer time, I hope. Also, is my music playlist over? Nope, there we are. There's going to be more time for me to prepare for my role, so that's good. Like, I mean, hopefully it's going to be more than 4 weeks. I'm a ninja pup. Ooh, ninja. I don't know why I did that, because that's more like karate, but yeah, hook ass. I mean, I'm not sure, like, what is a hook ass? If your ass has like a hook in it, is that like a hook ass? Or like if you are like a fisher and you're like, and then you hook it in and you're like, you know, instead of a fish, you caught an ass. Is that like a hook ass? Hookahs are nicotine pipes. Oh, are they though? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh no, then I was talking about hookers. Like, you know, the women that you pay you know, pay to have like, you know, a good time with. Or like a bad time. I don't know. Like I've never been to one. Also me being gay, I wouldn't have a good time with female companionship, but you know what we're talking about. So yeah, that was mostly my week last week, and of course my weekend. So that's also why I haven't been as active on like on Twitter or Discord or anywhere like that. Because I was focusing on this play. Like I was you know, stressing out over it. In the end, was it necessary for me to stress out over it? No, it wasn't, because everything went fine. Is that the story of my life, that I always stress out over things that in the end I shouldn't have? Yes. That is basically like, you know, almost it could be my middle name, you know, MrJordilicious, Mr. Stressing Out Over Everything Jordilicious. That could be me. Which is like, you know, it brings me to today. Because today I was also busy. That's why the stream started like half an hour later. Because today I was Today I was like hanging out with some friends of mine, some fellow pups who came here all the way from like the northern side of the country. They traveled all the way down here to meet with me. I mean, well, technically they didn't meet with me because we've met before at like the puppy meeting that I was at last month. I've met them, and then we kept in contact, and we started, we kept talking, and they were like, hey, you want to meet up? And I was like, yeah, sure, it sounds like fun. So today we did that. We met with them, or I met with them in the city I was born, actually, one of my favorite cities in the country. And we just hung out, and we had a great time. We just walked through the city. We had some so we had the local delicacy, and if you know, like, if you are familiar with our area here, the local delicacy is a chocolate covered how do you call it? It's like a ball made of chocolate covering with whipped cream in the middle, and it's like the most famous one in the country. And then if people know what I'm talking about, they're like, oh yeah, I know where you've been. But it's basically like a ball of dough filled with whipped cream dipped in chocolate. That's basically the idea. And it's delicious. It's filling, like, you don't want to eat it and then have dinner immediately afterwards, but it's like, and those are the best. Like, those are the original ones. You will see them everywhere in the country. In Den Bosch, I guess. You guessed well. But you see them everywhere in the country, but those are like the original ones. That sounds delicious. It is. Giz, if you ever come to the Netherlands, I'm going to give you one because they are delicious. But yeah, that's where we met, and we ate that, and then we walked through the city. We did some shopping, and then afterwards we came back to like my city. We drove here. We did some bowling, which was really nice. We had some great conversations, like some really good times. I really had a good time. And then afterwards we had dinner together. Peter joined in as well for the dinner. But that's why I started the stream slightly later, because I was meeting up with them. But my point, let's bring it back. My point was that I stress out over everything. I did the same thing today. Because I always like to be in control, like I said before. Like, I want to know what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. I want to know all of that, right? And I don't like it when I don't know those things. So I was kind of stressing out over today because I wasn't in control, because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know what people were going to think or do or say. Which again, I know you can't always have that information, but that's something that that's something I'm working on, that I need to not stress out over these situations where I'm not in control, quote unquote, and just have a good time. And in the end, I had a great time. So yeah, I was happy to hang out together. And you know what the best thing was, actually, and that's actually something that I sort of miss in my life. Like, I don't have a lot of friends in general, like, period. Like IRL. I don't have a lot of like IRL friends like in general. So that's one. But then I also don't have a lot of friends that are either gay or that are like even less friends that are also like puppies or like part of the puppy community. So it was super nice to just, have friends come over, hang out, who are also part of the puppy community, because then I just felt that I could be myself. I just felt that I could talk about puppy things, or I could talk about anything like that without feeling weird. I felt that I can just be myself, just like I can with you guys. Like with you guys, all of you, I feel that I can just be myself. I don't have to hide who I am. I don't have to hide, like things that I like, all of that kind of stuff. I can just be myself, and I can just be authentically myself, and I love that. And I sometimes miss that, like IRL. Like, of course, like, with my friends, I also have a couple of good friends in like my theater group. I can also be myself. But they don't necessarily know, like, like my pup side. They don't really know. They don't understand that. So I can be myself, but at the same time, I have to be more reserved, if you will. And I kind of miss sometimes having friends where I can just totally, completely, unapologetically be myself. So yeah, that was nice. It was fun. Now I also want some yeah, actually, let me show you guys. Let me show you what it looks like. For those of you who have like no idea. Let me show you like what this thing looks like. And then maybe you guys can be like, oh, that's what it's called. So this is it. So as you can, I mean, these are not the original ones. Like, the original ones are way better. But this is kind of the idea. So it's basically a ball of dough filled with whipped cream. Like it's completely filled to the brim with whipped cream and then dipped in chocolate, like dark brown chocolate. And I have no idea what you call it, but that's basically the idea. And then you cut it open and you eat it. It's delicious. And they are famously they are like famous in that city. Like that city made them. So yeah, which I think is super cool. Sounds similar to cream-filled donuts eclairs. I think the dough might be similar to like that of an eclair. Not too sure, but I think it could be similar to like the dough of an eclair, but I'm not exactly like. If Peter would be here, he would be telling me like, no, it's not the same dough as an eclair. He's like more into like, you know, like pastry and that kind of stuff, but it might be similar dough. I have quite a few IRL friends, but since I'm moving, eventually it'll be harder for me to hang out with them. Oh yeah, I feel that. I feel that. And like, listen, don't get me wrong. Like, I love my IRL friends. Like, I'm not trying to say that, like, I don't like them because I love them. Also, hang on.
A Bosch bowl, Dutch
Bosch
pronunciation. Bies BL, Dutch for Bosch sphere. Sometimes called chocoladebowl, chocolate sphere, in its city of origin, is a pastry from the Dutch city of S-Hertogenbosch, also called Den Bosch.
Wow. Thank you, Paul, this extra speech guy. I love how he was calling it a Bosch bowl. Well, there we go. It's a Bosch bowl from the city of S-Hertogenbosch. Thank you for those biddies. That's so funny. I love that. I love it when Paul, the text-to-speech guy, tries to pronunciate like Dutch words. And he kind of fails, but he you know, I have to applaud him for his attempt. Well done. A Bosch ball. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I mean, like, again, don't get me wrong, I love my friends, like I love all of them, and like some of them I can just be myself with as well, but like, you know, I guess you can understand, like, do you guys understand like my point? Like sometimes you can be yourself, but there's like this part of me that people, or part of people of yourself that people don't necessarily know about. So then you kind of have to, you can be yourself to a certain degree, if that makes sense. And like with them, I felt that I was just completely being able to be myself, which was awesome because, like I said, I don't normally feel that I have to hide who I am. But I also can't like make like jokes in like certain areas, like in like the puppy area, or like furry areas, or like, you know, like semi-lewd jokes. Like with some people you can't do that, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes you kind of miss sort of that connection, if that makes sense. So yeah, again, this is me disclaiming, because, you know, that could also be my middle name, Mr. Disclaimer Jordilicious. Because I always have to do a disclaimer where I'm like trying to say that if I say something, like I say one thing and then I'm like, but listen, I don't mean it like that, I mean it like this. And then I always try to sort of be like, I'm not trying to say that I don't like my friends, because I do, I love them, I honestly do. Like, for instance, Martin Bleep84, he's like an IRL friend of mine. I've known him, well, I think I've known him for 10 years, like seeing as he and Renz are together for 10 years. I think I've known him for 10 years as well. So he's like a good IRL friend of mine. And I feel with him, I could also completely be myself. But then I have other friends that I can't necessarily do that. Like, for instance, my theater friends. Like, I can't necessarily share my pup side with them because they don't know that. They might understand that, but like, it's different. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there because I know I can keep on going for like an hour where I try to explain what I mean, and it only goes worse. So let's just leave it at that. All right, let me quickly go back in chat because I feel that I keep ignoring you guys. I mean, I'm not ignoring you guys. Again, disclaimer. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to finish a story because I know myself. If I don't finish a story, I keep going back to it. You're making me feel even more like I want to give you belly rubs next time we see each other. You should, because I love belly rubs. So yeah, you should. But well, I hope you know. I mean, I always suck at expressing myself, especially like in real life. On stream, I feel that I'm doing an okay job with it, but like in real life, I feel that I suck at expressing myself and the way that I feel. But I hope you know, and I hope that Miles also knows how much of a amazing time I had today. And I really had a good time. Like I felt very at ease and comfortable with you guys. So that's a huge compliment, because I'm not usually very quick and easy to do that with. Like, you know, when I meet new people, because, you know, it wasn't the first time I saw you guys, but, you know, like new people, it always takes a while before I feel comfortable. But it took me like a couple of minutes with you guys, so that was good. So, yeah. You yourself, Asterix, in most situations can relate. Yeah. Here's the good news. I wouldn't compare to the bad one. I have a girlfriend. I think I knew that, but yay for you, Prime Guy. I think you shared that maybe last stream or in the Discord, but I think I knew that. But still, yay for having a girlfriend. Nice. They look sexy, to be fair. Yeah, I know, right? Like, they are so delicious. Again, if you ever come over to the Netherlands, you should eat one, because they are good. And also, for everyone that ever plans on coming over to the Netherlands and they are going to like Amsterdam area and they claim that they have Bosch bowls, I'm not very like, you know, like patriotic about many things, but seeing as they are originating in the city that I was born in, I am slightly patriotic for those. If you go to Amsterdam and they claim that they have Bosch bowls, they probably don't, seeing as they are made in the city of Den Bosch. And Amsterdam is like all the way up here. They need to be refrigerated. So I don't think if you are in Amsterdam that you have the original real deal things. Just saying. So if you're like, well, this is not that special, come down to the south and I'll give you the actual real deal. Because the ones in the north, not the same thing. Just saying. Even though they claim they are, they're actually not. So yeah. It's not similar though. Basically, it's very large puff pastry filled with special cream. Special cream, ooh. Well, yeah, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna skip past that because it can only get worse when I try to explain the special cream. Wow, you guys. Bad news is I had to tell her her best friend, who's like a brother to her, is ill and might die. Wait, your girlfriend? That's so sad. I'm sorry to hear that. That's so sad. I'm really sorry to hear that. I totally understand that. Can we add all of the names of MrJordilicious to a giant command? Well, I mean, that would be like a long list. Like, I feel Mr. Disclaimer Delicious, Mr. Disclaimer Jordilicious is like my biggest middle name. But also Mr. Overthinking Everything Jordilicious is definitely also one of my middle names. I feel that I have many middle names. Are they still middle names though? I don't know. Can you say that it's a middle name if it's like your fifth middle name? I don't know if that's how it works. The first time I met you was the same year me and Renz are together. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought as well. So I think I've known you for like 10 years now. Wow. Time flies, chat. Today I was talking about when I graduated and I was like, yeah, that was in 2012. I was like, wow, that's like almost 10 years ago. Heck, made me feel old. That's so great to hear, and it's awesome to see you being so happy on stream. Yeah, like that's what I like always say on stream as well, and like I honestly mean it. Like, I'm so happy that I can just be myself and I can just be who I am. Like, you know, like being a puppy is just part of my identity. Like, for some people it might not be. For some people it might just be like a thing that they like. They you know, like something they enjoy. They like wearing the hoods, or like they like, I don't know, like they like, you know, participating in certain acts of it or whatever. Which is fine. Like, you know, I'm not judging or like saying that's like a lesser part of kind of being a puppy or anything like that. But to me, it's just like who I am. Like, I feel it's just part of my identity. Just as like, you know, I'm gay, just as I'm like, you know, a man, and just as I like colored hair. That's just, you know, part of who I am. And I'm very happy that on stream, even though sometimes like in the beginning I was nervous about it, but like on stream, I'm very happy that I'm able to just share that with you guys and talk about it. But also that you guys are able to do the same thing, because I've heard like several people have already said to me, like either on stream or like in private, how happy they are that they can just, you know, be themselves and they can just share things with me and with all of you guys in the channel, because they feel comfortable enough to do so. And that means so much to me, that everyone feels, or that people feel comfortable enough to be able to share things with, like, you know, with me and with everyone in chat. And that honestly means the world to me, that I'm able to make this community a place where people feel comfortable and where people feel like they can just be themselves. Because that's like my number one thing, you know, I always say that, and I mean that. I always say that I don't care what you are into, as long as it's safe, legal, and consensual, and, you know, like you're being an adult about it. Other than that, like, I don't care what you are into. You just have a good time, and you just have fun. And I don't judge. And I wish more people did the same thing. Or did the same thing. Like, I wish more people wouldn't judge others for liking something that might be out of the ordinary. Because ordinary is like, you know, like, ugh, what is ordinary? You know, like, if everyone was the same, like, you... Also, this is my mind. My mind starts here, and I end somewhere here, you know? Like, my mind starts here, and so I just did my instant connection with that. Wait. I'm gonna try and find a video. Yeah, okay. So this... Hang on. When I did... I think it's this video. Wait, let me quickly listen. Wait. Okay, so whenever I do, and I think Renz and Martin might appreciate that. Whenever I do like in real life, like, the one thing I always think about is Steve Jobs. And you're like, wait, why do you think about Steve Jobs? Did you think he was no, it's because of this particular video. And maybe, again, like maybe Apple fans know what I'm going to talk about. But this particular video, whenever I have to do like, Steve Jobs is the first person that comes to mind.
Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck. No, but...
Like so this was the introduction of like the very first iPhone, and he was talking about like, okay, how are we gonna control the screen? Oh yeah, I get it, with the stylus.
You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck.
I don't know why, but somehow that is sort of like linked in my mind to the act of doing the stylus thing. So yeah, anyway, I don't know how we got there, but yeah, anyway. Down south realness, absolutely. I'm feeling a little bit down because she's worried about her BFF, so I'm here to just get a little distraction. Yeah, absolutely, that's what I'm here for, to provide a little distraction to everyone and to hopefully put some cheer and some positivity in the world for whoever needs it. That's my job. That's why I'm here as a streamer, to make a fool out of myself and to hopefully distract people who need it. In a good way though, like if you're procrastinating because you actually should be working on work or school or other important things, then I'm not necessarily here to provide a distraction, because, you know, you probably should focus on other things. But if you can distract yourself, then yeah, absolutely, I'm here. So Apple invented the Apple Pencil. Yeah, like, who wants a stylus? Ugh, here's the Apple Pencil. You were talking about being basic and normal instead of being fabulous and weird and wacky like us. Oh yeah, that's what, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like being normal. Also, what is normal, you know? What is normal? Normal is, the term normal is like a very personal thing. Like what I think is normal. Like I think it's normal for people to be kinky and for people to be a puppy and for people to be into certain things. I think that's completely normal. When you ask someone else, they might be like, oh no, that's absolutely like, that's not normal at all. That's like the furthest away from normal. So like something like that is very personal anyway. Like I was talking to someone the other day and I don't know what we were talking about, but I was saying something like, oh yeah, I'm not sure if you think that is too kinky. Although, then again, some people think like, you know, the most basic things are too kinky. And then he was like, yeah, some people think that, you know, owning like a wand or using toys is already super kinky. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Some people think that. Whereas I'm like, you know, owning toys, like, you know, adult toys is a very natural and normal thing to do. So yeah, It's very what's the word? Objective? Subjective. I think it's very subjective. Like the term normal is a very subjective term because one person's normal is the other person's not normal, abnormal. I was checking the new MacBook Pros Apple announced today. For only 460 euros, they add 16 gigabytes of extra memory to your laptop. Wait, Apple announced... Oh yeah, wasn't there an Apple event today? Heck, what did they announce? What did I miss? Anything big? Did Apple announce like anything big today? I mean, we already have a new iPhone. We have a new iPad. We have new iMacs. No, wait, those were like last year. What did they announce? I totally missed... Well, clearly new MacBook Pros. But man, 460 euros, getting 16 gigabytes of extra memory, that is quite a steep price, if I might say. What do we have? Unleashed, introducing the all-new MacBook Pro with M1 Pro or M1 Max. All new AirPods and HomePod Minis in 5 bold colors. All right, so we got a new MacBook Pro, supercharged, incredible performance, the M1 Pro or M1 Max chip. What's the difference between the M1 Pro or M1 Max chip? Why is it Pro and why is it Max? Is it like bigger? Okay, let's have a look at them. They look nice though. I mean, seeing them here, they look nice. What else do we have? We got new AirPods, all new design, spatial audio, adaptive EQ, longer battery life, and sweat and water resistance. So are these the Pro AirPods or like the regular ones? We also got new HomePod Minis. I like the colors. I like the blue one. The blue one looks really cool. I love the blue HomePod Mini. Not that I'm getting one, but like, you know, it still looks cool. And that's it. I think that's it. Like 3 new things they announced today. AirPods 3rd gen, but I don't think these are the Pro. Yeah, the AirPods Pro are still the same. So like the 3rd gen, that's the new one because that has the label new underneath it. So I guess that's the only new thing. And then a new MacBook Pro. Let's have a look. Oh, for a second I thought it was like a flippable screen, but it's clearly not. I'm the only person who is normal. Normal, who is she? I don't know her, never did. It's a lot faster, fast processing. Starting at $2,000. Wow. Ka-ching! Oh wait, that screen has like a very interesting sort of aspect ratio. I feel it's more square instead of like widescreen. What's the ratio or like the resolution of that thing? So they have a big one and a small one. What is the size of that screen? Is it like 16 inch? 15 inch? M1 Pro, M1 Max. Scary fast, scary faster because it's Halloween. Is that the joke? I like the retro color palette on the HomePod. Yeah, the colors look really nice. I like it. Up to 10 core, up to 16 core GPU, up to 32 core GPU. Nice. Scary fast. But what is the screen size though? Show me the screen size. Like what sizes are the screens? Tech specs. Let's have a look. 14 inch and 16. All right. I mean, I'm not going to get one. I mean, I don't have $2,000 or even, you know, like I would want to get the 16 inch one. I don't have $2,500. Or even if I want to get the one with the M1 Max, I would even have to have $3,500. I don't have that. So, you know, I'm not going to get a new MacBook as much as I want one, but I'm not going to. What kind of GPU is in there though? I love that screen. The screen is nice, but I don't know, like the size looks weird. 16 inch, 3456 by 2234. Is that like 4K? I think that's close to being 4K. What is 4K resolution? 4K resolution. 3840 by 2160. So it's not 4K. It's like close to, it's like almost 4K. It's like 4K-ish. That's cool though, like a 4K resolution on a screen like that. Is it useful? No. I'm just saying, like 4K at 16 inch is not useful. But it's cool. It's cool that you can have 4K resolution on there. Adaptive rates for up to 120 hertz. That's nice though. 120 hertz on a screen. That's really cool. That's pretty awesome. And it has a notch. It does. Wait, where's the notch? I don't see the notch. Oh wait, yeah, there it is. What the hell? Why is there a notch? Does it have face, what's it called? Face ID? Wait there. Wow. Whoa, look at that. They finally added... Wow. They added new ports. They have a SD card reader again, one Thunderbolt port, USB-C, HDMI out, MagSafe is back, 2 more USB-C, and a headphone jack. Wow, that's a good upgrade, because the last MacBooks, as far as I remember, didn't have that. They just had like USB-C ports for everything. They now have a dedicated MagSafe charger again. That is great. That is awesome. Again, I'm not gonna get one, but like the fact that they brought those back, that's really good. You can still charge over USB-C. Nice, that is so cool. That is, and like the HDMI out, that is amazing. Because I would definitely miss that from like the last ones. But what's the notch for? Why do they have a notch? I want to know more. Tell me more about the notch. Like I don't see it here. So like basically, do they like make the screen smaller when you're using stuff so that the notch doesn't like appear? Like what's the story behind that? Oh wait, the small one maybe only has a notch. Maybe that's the thing. So like you have this big sort of bezel forehead above on the bigger model, and then the small one has a notch. Maybe that's the idea. Honestly though, not gonna lie, I kind of hate this big bezel here. I know it's not that big, but looking at this one, like this is way nicer. Like you have all screen, and then just a tiny notch. And then here you have like this big sort of forehead. So yeah, I don't know. But like those ports that they brought them back, and MagSafe as well, that's really good. That's pretty cool. I like that. Spooky speeds. M1 GPU, of course. But wait, so is that like an NVIDIA GPU, or is it like, you know, Apple GPU? You can still charge over USB-C. Oh yeah, just said that. 3.5K, yeah, that's like insanely expensive. 3.5K for like money-wise. Oh, it's an Apple GPU. So they don't do NVIDIA anymore, because they used to have like NVIDIA mobile GPUs in like their old laptops. I think my MacBook Pro, which is like 2015 model, I think that had like a NVIDIA mobile GPU. 16-inch also has a notch, but mostly all apps are underneath the notch. That is lame though, because then basically you're losing screen real estate. I'd rather... It would be good if they just had like an option like, hey, do you want to shrink the size of the apps, so like bring it down? Or do you want to have them full screen, but with a notch? That would be better, in my opinion, because I wouldn't mind a notch in, say, DaVinci Resolve. When I'm editing video, I wouldn't mind the notch, because like up there, I'm not using that space anyway. So like, you know, have a notch, give me more screen real estate. When I'm playing a game, I wouldn't mind a notch there as well. When I'm browsing the internet, I wouldn't mind it. So like, I feel that having the option would be better. But that could be me. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I mean, mostly it's in the menu bar. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. That's true. So like, you know, unless your menu bar is like super wide with like lots of icons or like lots of items inside, I wouldn't mind having like a notch in the menu bar and then having like some items like on the right side of the notch. So yeah, I don't know. That would be my preference. But obviously I don't work at Apple. So, you know, but hey, if Steve Jobs is watching, that would be weird because he's dead. If Tim Cook is watching, Tim Apple, hey, listen to me. Let me bring it in. Let me bring it in. Let me give you something. Hi, Tim Apple. Hi, it's me, MrJordilicious. I'm just here to say that if you are looking at like improving your new MacBook Pros, give people the option to have the notch in the menu bar instead of forcing down the apps smaller. Thank you. This was MrJordilicious with a special announcement for Tim Apple. Thank you. I appreciate it. If Bitcoin reaches the 100K this year, I might buy one. Oh, you might? What's the rating of Bitcoin currently? Can I check that? Can I just do BTC in Google? Oh, I can. Okay, so that's like double the price of what it is at now. Which is insane. Chat, insane. 1 Bitcoin, wait, 61K. Wait, but my Google says 52. Or is that dollars? Wait, where's dollars? US dollar? Oh yeah, there we go, 61K. Okay, got it. Yeah, mine's set in euro. Insane. Imagine having one coin, like you have one physical coin, like, you know, €1 coin, or like $1 bill, because dollars don't have coins, so $1 bill, or £1, like a pound note, or like a pound coin, worth 60,000. How insane is that? How insane is that? I was checking USD. Yeah, I was checking euro, but you know, whatever. Potato, potato. I did sell some at $300. Oh, man. Yeah, see, that's why I would probably never get into like crypto or Bitcoin. One of them is, you know, one of the reasons being I don't like how they impact the environment. I think it's way too environmentally unfriendly to, you know, harvest Bitcoin or like mine Bitcoin or whatever you want to call that. I don't like that. But two, I wouldn't be able to deal with the stress of like, okay, am I going to sell it now? No, I'll wait. And then it kind of goes up. It's like, am I going to sell it now? No, I'll wait. And then it goes down again. And then you've lost, you know, like potentially a ton of money. I wouldn't be able to deal with that sort of stress because I'm constantly, I would be like, yeah, I want more. I want more. I want more. Okay, let's sell it. And then like a day later, suddenly it's like triple the amount of that you sold it at. I would hate that. So yeah. Anyway, chat. Anyway. I want to play some games today. I just don't check it all day. No, I mean, that's of course the best thing to do. Like, don't check it all day, because if you do, then you will, like, you know, you will go crazy, because, you know, it would not be, you would go crazy. So don't check it all day. But like, I know myself, and I would probably still, you know, do that, and I would probably still feel like, you know, I would be like, yeah, let's quickly check it. Oh yeah, okay, it's good. It's good. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna check it anymore. Like next day is like, yeah, you know what? Let's check it anyway. And you don't need to do that. So I don't have that. I don't think I have that sort of I don't think I have that. What do you call that? What's the word? Discipline. I don't have that discipline. All right, so I'm thinking of going and playing some games of DBD. I'm gonna play some killer games, I guess. To start off with, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do The Long Dark today, but I wasn't sure like how long I was gonna talk about like my theater and like everything that I did last week and today. So I'm thinking we're just going to chill and play some DBD. So last week as well, I got gifted a code for Super Monkey Ball. But I did a stream last week, so I wanted to play that this week as well. So I might start, or like I might play that on Friday, like Friday. We might do some Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which is a game that came out recently, I believe. And I was gifted a code by the developer. So I do want to play that as well. But most likely we'll do that on Friday, because then it can be Variety Friday. We can start with that for a little bit, play a little bit of Monkey Ball, and have a good time with it. I played it already a little bit, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Also, small announcement. Again, it will go on later on like the Discord and Twitter and such. But the second week of November, which is starting at November 8th. So the second week of November 8th, I'm not gonna stream because me and Peter, we booked a small midweek away to Germany, because we haven't been on a holiday together in like 3 years. Like our honeymoon was basically the last holiday that we took, which was in 2018. So we haven't been like anywhere other than like our home in like 3 years. So we found like a good deal. And we're gonna go to a nice little city in Germany for that week, which is also the week of our wedding, of our anniversary, which is on November 9th. So we'll be celebrating that in style in Germany. What I saw, it's a beautiful city. It's like a small city, but like it's in the mountains, or like not mountains, but like it's in like a very hilly area. So yeah, it looks super cool. It's like a 3-hour drive-ish, something like that. But I'm very excited, like, you know, to just be somewhere else, just kind of, you know, like not be in the same environment every single day. Yeah, I'm very excited to go there. But I can't stream because, I mean, well, technically I can, because I can, you know, use my data over there as well. But I probably won't stream that week. So yeah, which also kind of made me feel bad about taking the week off last week. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take the week off this week, and then also I'm gonna do it like in 3 weeks. But hey, yeah, sometimes a streamer also needs a break. So here we are. I sold 50% of it 2 years ago to buy a new iPhone. So then the other half is my wallet. Now I can buy a nice MacBook Pro at 50% of the rest. Nice. That is cool though. Like that's definitely like a nice investment. I'm not gonna lie, low-key a little bit jealous that I never got into like, you know, crypto when it was like at a good point. I was like, you guys remember when Facebook went public? When Facebook started to do we could buy like Facebook stock. I almost back then bought Facebook stock. Because I was like, you know what, this is going to be big. Facebook is going to go public. It's going to be huge. I almost did it. The main reason I didn't do it is that I didn't understand how stock worked. Like you can't go on like Amazon and be like, hey, I want to buy one stock in Facebook. Like it doesn't work that way. So I had no idea how it worked. And I was like, you know what, I have no idea how this works. I don't know the site that I can do it at. So never mind, I'm not going to do it. So I didn't, and I ended up not getting any, and in the end I'm kind of happy with that because I don't feel that Facebook stock is actually worth anything these days. So I don't feel that I'm missing out on anything when it comes to Facebook. I had to buy more and hold it since then. Yeah, that would have been like, you know, that would have been the best thing to do, I think. But yeah, I mean, you know, one thing that also could have happened, let's say you would have spent like, I don't know, like 10k in Bitcoin when it was like worth nothing. You would spend like 1,000, like 1,000 you would spend in Bitcoin. And then instead of it going the way that it has now, it went like all the way and you lost 1,000. That would also suck, you know, like, so you can never predict, you can never predict those kind of things. So I totally see like your point. But yeah, it's always like one of those things where you can never really like predict how things are gonna go. Also, I think there was another code that gives me like a ton of blood points. Let's have a look. I saw it in someone's Discord. Let me see.
Awoo sin __, you are awesome. Thank you for the 2-month resub. Mr. Jord 1HUG.
Sin! Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. I can appreciate it. Thank you so much. And well, I guess welcome back to the community. Well, I mean, not welcome back, but you know, welcome again still. Welcome, hello here. I can appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so I just did the, I got some blood points, which is nice. Also, let me close my, or, you know, play the game sounds. Facebook stock went up 151% since start. Yeah, but it's, I mean, you know, it's, I don't think it's worth like a ton currently. I could be wrong. Like, that's a very good chance that I am, but yeah, I don't think it's worth like that much. Also, I want to spend some of these blood points on Leon. Sexy boy Leon, to level him up a little bit. So let's do that quickly, seeing as I got them anyway. I don't want to spend all of them on him, but seeing as I got a couple, let's spend some on Leon. Kind of lurking tonight, sorry, but still there. No worries, please, Sin, don't feel like you have to apologize, because you don't. Please don't apologize for lurking, because lurking makes you just as delicious. I hope you know that. And I still heck and appreciate it. Alright. I want to get some more perks for Leon, because I don't have a ton of perks with him, so I do want to level him up so I can get some more, some better quality plays with him. Also, I bought a skin for Dwight, which I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. Because I saw it and I thought it looked so cool. I really liked it. I thought it looked kind of sexy in it, so I was like, you know what? Let's just get it. When you bought it for 100 euros, you now only had 250, I think. Yeah, which is like, how long ago is that? Oh, I want to get this one. I think it's like 4 or 5-ish years ago. So like in 4 years, I would have made like, you know, 125% of my initial, like my initial investment, which I mean, of course, is still nice because, you know, you didn't really have to do anything for it except for wait. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it would be the best way to spend my money back then. Quality time with Leon, eh? Ooh. I mean, hey, look. Isn't Leon kind of like, hey, hi, I'm Leon. Hi. Hey, Leon, how are you doing? Hi. I don't know. But also, I like this Dwight skin that I got. Look at that. Sexy pizza delivery boy Dwight with like, you know, his what's it? I think this outfit is literally called the spandex tights. Yeah, there we go. And like, you know, look at his ass. Look at how his ass is, you know, like that's a good ass. That's America's ass right there. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this skin because, hey, he looks good in tights. Not gonna lie. So yeah, here we are. See, Martin knows what I'm talking about. He's like, yeah, I see that. All right, so I'm gonna play as Killer today. I think I'm gonna have to play as Nemesis because I saw that I had a actually no, I'm gonna play as a Demogorgon. I haven't played it just yet, but I had a challenge, a daily quest with the Demogorgon. So let's play as that for today, or for now, so I can hopefully finish that daily quest and get some more blood points as well. See, you guys know. You see, you guys understand me. I appreciate that. So yeah. Also, Trix, hello, you cutie. How are you doing? This is a spooky Channel 5 news flash. I am your anchor, Beauty. The topic is MrJordilicious is a good boy. Am I a good boy though, chat? Am I a good boy? Or are those lies? Wait, no challenge selected? Why not though? Can't I select a challenge? Is something wrong? Matrix, how are you? Hopefully you're doing good.
Good boy.
Oh heck.
Good boy.
Stop it, chat. Making me feel all kinds of things. We were talking about that yesterday in our new kink education channel on the Discord. If you want to get access to it, let me know. You know, all you need to do to get access is in the server announcements channel. But yeah, we were talking about that, how like things like
Comma heart.
Frost Glacier, how are we doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the 2 biddies. I appreciate it. How I get really like triggered with like, you know, like little puppy interactions. Like I was talking about that as well with the pups that I was meeting, how, you know, like being called a good boy or being called a puppy, like, you know, when Peter comes in and he's like, hey pup, how are you doing? You know, that to me sort of like triggers, I don't know, like it gives me like happy feelings. And things like, you know, like head scratches and belly rubs. Which is interesting because like not all pups have that. Like not all pups care for, you know, being called a pup or like being called a good boy or like those little interactions. But to me, it really does, you know, does mean something. So, I'm not saying that you should, but if anyone is ever like, hey, I want to refer to you as hey pup, you absolutely can. Like, I don't mind. I like it, but don't feel like you have to, because you don't have to. But I don't mind it. That's all I'm saying. Are there any wheel spins today? Yeah. So okay. So the wheel has kind of been gone for a while now, and that's because I still want to kind of reinvent the wheel. I know you shouldn't. I know you shouldn't reinvent the wheel, but I kind of do want to reinvent my wheel. But because I have been busy with like my theater and like my other things, I haven't really had a chance to sit down and properly reinvent the wheel. So it will probably maybe come back, but maybe in like a different capacity. Also, funny thing, Peter actually found a 3D printed wheel the other day. Like he sent it to me, like there is like a 3D printed file where, oh, this is such a bad map, where I could actually have like a physical wheel, and I thought it would be kind of funny. Open portal. Wait, do I want to open a portal here? I mean, I can, but I'm not sure what that means. Okay, open portal. Okay, I have opened the portal. Oh wait, and now I can open a second portal and I can come back here, I guess, if I want to. I think that's the idea. I haven't played with this character, but I have a challenge with it, so I do wanted to try for that challenge. This is one of the worst maps though. Like, it's such an annoying map. Like, I hate it. Let's reinvent the wheel together. Well, if you guys, I mean, I'm kind of over and I'm kind of done with things like, you know, like the beans and the sour candy, because I don't like sour candy and like I absolutely sort of hate it. So what I noticed is that I started to sort of dread the idea of having to spin the wheel. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't want to. And that to me was kind of like the cue that as much as I of course want you guys to have a good time and want you guys to have fun, I also want myself to have a good time, obviously. So the fact that I was sort of starting to dread interactions on stream, to me was like, okay, that is a good call that I need to change it. So yeah. That's what I have to do. Where is everyone? What the hell? Where is everyone? Gotcha! Okay, well there was someone. Wait, where did she go though? Where did she go? This is such a bad map. I mean, I love how they added the map because it's from Resident Evil and it's basically a one-on-one copy of the map in the game, which is kind of cool, but it's not a good map for this game. So like, yes, I understand why they did it, but I don't necessarily think it was a good call for them to add it, because it's literally a one-on-one copy. Like, they took the map from Resident Evil, basically, and they pasted it into this game. And added, like, you know, like some small minor changes. But that's it.
Who is a good boy?
I don't know.
Who wants a treat?
I
Yeah,
do.
You are a good boy.
Am I a good boy? Heck. Thank you for the biddy. I appreciate it. Who was it? Martin. Thank you for the biddies. Okay, I think my daily challenge was to
Good boy. Good boy.
chase a survivor. Can we still tell Peppy to grab a treat? I mean, I don't have any treats though. So you can always tell me to grab one, but I don't have any treats. So like, unless I get, I mean, that would be a fun channel point thing though, like telling me to grab a treat, but then I would just have to get like, I don't know, like a bag of candy or like a bag of something nice. So you guys can redeem like, you know, a channel point thing to tell me and grab some treats, because I don't really have any treats here with me at the moment. Wait, did she jump down? Yeah, she did. Oh, I see you there. I gotcha. Wait, is she gonna go back? Okay, so you will probably see me do that. When I'm playing the killer, you will see me do that a lot. So whenever I'm the killer, I notice that I'm always starting to lean in when I'm trying to, you know, hit someone. Which I think is a kind of annoying, a little bit of an annoying trait that I do. But it could also be funny. I don't know. Gotcha! Wait. Did I actually get her? Oh, wait, there she is. Hello. Okay, now I actually got her. The volume is loud, though, isn't it, chat? Okay, I feel the volume is way too loud. I'm gonna have to lower that in a little bit. Baby killer. The icon is slash. Yeah. Okay, see, this is why I hate this map, because it's so sort of, it's like all over the place. I don't know. Did I see someone there? I did not. What is channel Abyss? Maybe that's like a special... Okay, wait, I think that's like a special sort of... Where did she go? I think she went this way.
Dicks!
Oh, jeez. Stop it. I know you guys like dicks. I mean, I do too. Shred. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, that's cool. Hello, where are you? Oh, there she is. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Are we gonna turn around and around? Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit lonely and I'm never coming round. Turn around. Let me come and slash you. It's super annoying when you keep doing that. I mean, I should have seen that coming. I knew he was gonna do that. Dicks where? I don't know. In my pants? Perhaps? Well, actually, no, not perhaps. I'm pretty certain there is one in my pants, but yeah. But can I say that? Is that like an inappropriate joke? I don't know. Was that inappropriate? Or am I just telling the truth? Welcome, Leon. Thank you. Dude, let me slash you, okay? Let me just try and slash your face. I do the leaning in and rocking from side to side when I'm playing driving games. Oh, yeah. I can see that. Let me slash you, dude. Ah, crap. See? I did it again. Wait, he's stuck. He can't go anywhere, though. Oh, wait, he can actually. Never mind. Okay, that's one. There's one slash. Wait, did I get him? Did I get him? Is he downed? He is downed. Nice. Where are you? Dick's has great hamburgers. Wait, what? Hang on. I've never been to a hamburger place called Dick's, but I feel that I need to know more about that. Tell us everything. Where can I get these Dick's burgers? I mean, I can open more portals, I guess, but I'm not sure what that does. Okay, so if I opened I've opened the second portal. Like, now what? Oh, they're not at this exit? Crap. Okay, so they are at the other exit. Where is the other exit? That way? It's a thing they are. Again, I have no idea how to get there, though. That's the annoyance of this map. It's such a maze. It's such a maze. Okay, so they clearly opened the exit. Hello, can I shred you, maybe? That would be nice. No, you're gonna leave, obviously. Bye. Can I shred you? Just let me shred you, dude. I mean, you're gonna leave anyway. Just come here. Let me do the thing. Just let me do it, all right? I mean, I know you're gonna exit anyway. Gotcha. All right, cool. Well, that's all I wanted to do. Well, that, and I do want to hook you, obviously. So, you know. Oh, good call. You're just going for it. Nice. Let me open another portal because, you know, why not? I'm getting points for it. Not sure what it does. Where's the other guy? Is he still here? Wait, where did he go? Did he leave? No, I don't think he left. Traverse upside down. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, can I go back? Okay, that was a mistake, obviously. Like, I shouldn't have done that. But, like, can I go back? Oh, wait, I can. Okay, let's do it. I think they went to the other exit. They do need to be fast, though. Because, you know, they don't have a lot of time left. I'm gonna stay here. Because I think before I get to the other exit, I'm pretty sure that the time might be up. Okay, they left. Never mind. GG's. Oh wait, I completed my my challenge. Well, that's the only reason that I wanted to play this character so perfect. GG. But chat, like I said before, I really heckin' appreciate you guys being here. So thank you so much. Wait, why is there no challenge selected? Because the game just told me that there was a challenge. So what's up with that? Yeah, this is my challenge. So, you know, don't say me there isn't a challenge, because there clearly is. All right, so let's continue playing with the Hillbilly, which is currently the character that I'm leveling up. Even though, I mean, I'm not sure if it's like the best character to level up, but yeah. He is the character that I am leveling up. So let's see. Do we have... Spend some more points. Let's bring him to level 30 maybe if we can. Maybe they found the hatch. Oh yeah, maybe. I need to get some better perks for this character as well, because I do have a couple, but I don't think I have like the best. So I need to get some better perks for him. Level 30, teachable perks, nice. Enduring, Sloppy Butcher. Apex Muffler. Also, let me quickly lower the volume, because I feel that it's a little bit too low, or a little bit too loud. 60, 65. Yeah, I guess 65 is okay. I think this is fine. Yeah, this is okay. Alright, cool. Let's do a game with this this character. But chat again. I hope everyone is doing okay. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It's good to have you guys. And I hope you had a good weekend. I also think it's cool that when I'm the killer, I can see these characters, but then when they are, like, you know, they can't see me. So, like, they don't know which character I'm playing, but I do know which character they are playing, which I think is kind of cool. My weekend was alright. Nice. Did you do anything special or, like, anything in particular? Enduring. Wait, do I have like a better one? Unrelenting, Lightborn, Distressing, Bitter Murmur. Nothing too special. Yeah, so I'm hoping that... I mean, I got 2 appointments tomorrow, so tomorrow is also going to be like a little bit sort of... Well, not necessarily hectic, but like, you know, me being... I got an appointment in like the early afternoon, and then got another one in like the late afternoon, early evening, I guess. So tomorrow is also going to be a little bit like, you know, me being here and there. But then the rest of the week is most likely going to be more chill, which is nice, because I need that after last week. One thing that I also want to do is I want to try and see if I can make make maybe like 1 or 2 videos that I can schedule in the week that I'm in Germany, so that at least I have some content going live. But I need to think of like what I want to do. Also, for you guys that don't know it yet, I have a YouTube channel, and I'm closing. No, actually, I made it past 900 followers last week, which is super cool. Yeah, if you haven't followed me there just yet, I can appreciate the support. So yeah, if you're a streamer, I post a lot of like streamer tip videos, free resources as well. For instance, you know, my latest one is a free and easy to use shout out widget. So yeah, and I'm always open for like suggestions. So if you're like a streamer and you're like, hey, I would like to see this kind of thing, or I would like to see this or that, let me know and I can see what I can do. Yeah, thanks, Trix. I also have a Ko-fi. So if you want to support me and you don't care about Twitch emotes or like Twitch stuff, you can also do like monthly Ko-fi subscription basically. And the good thing about that is that more of your support actually goes to me as a user, which is of course very nice. I think I saw someone. Yeah, there we go. There you are. I saw you guys. hiding behind this this thing. Wait, where are they? There they are. I see them. So this character has a chainsaw ability, which is kind of cool, but for some reason I suck using it. I don't understand, but I really suck when I want to use it. So like I rarely use it properly because I just can't. Like I don't know how to do it. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna... Ha! I always love it when they don't see through that. Perfect. Well, you are gonna go into my basement. My naughty basement. I think someone is following me down here. Yep. Hello, I don't know what you are doing. I don't know how you thought I didn't see that. Like, I literally heard you come down here with me. How did you think that I was not gonna notice you following me and trying to unhook her? Oh, there they are. Bye. There were 2 people here, though. What are they trying to do? Are they? I mean, clearly they want to unhook her, but which I get. But like, do they think that I don't see that? Okay, she's going in. She's going down. She's going down. Was she going down? I think she was. Or not. I genuinely thought she was actually going down. I don't want to do like proxy camping, but I mean, I know that someone is here. Also, I think Trix, you asked the question if I ever use like offerings as a killer. I should, but the thing with me and this game is that I don't want to waste like my offerings, which I know is like not the way to play this game, obviously. But I always hate like the idea of using like good quality offerings and then not properly using them. Okay, so they just rescued her. They're probably still down here.
Hey, hello.
There they are. And you as well. Gotcha. Leon Furry TTV, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the delicious people. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. How are you? Wait, that's a new thing. First time chat from viewer. That's nice. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Wait, I killed her? Oh, that was a second hook for her.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome. Oh, wait, hi. What are you doing, dude? There's no one there. What are you doing? I mean, I don't mind, but like, you know, there was no one down there anymore. So like, you're basically wasting your life. I'm okay. Nice. Happy to hear that. How did you find the stream today? If you don't mind me asking. I always love knowing how people discovered our channel. So like, how did you discover us? How did you find the stream? What brought you here, if you will? There you go. Ha! Didn't expect that now, did you? Why was he hiding there? Twitter? Nice. Hello. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm gonna come back for you. No worries. Yeah. I'm gonna hook him here. Furthest one away. Wait, is someone already down here? Ah, there you are. Yeah, not a good call. Start hiding there, because I saw your blood marks or your things. How is the audio chat, by the way? Is it too loud? I feel it might be too loud, but let me know if it is. Then I can lower the volume next game. If it is fine, that's also good. But if it's too loud or too quiet, please let me know. I'm following you. Yeah, I know. I just said thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay, wait. They are going to be released. Crap! No, I shouldn't have. See, that's the thing. I can't do the chainsaw. I can't use it. What is she doing? Going in the corner? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, well, you are lucky. Is the other one still down here? I don't think he is. Audio is fine. Okay, good. Wait, there's still someone here. I hear them. Wait, where is she? She's still here. I hear them. Come here, you. I got a special surprise for you, and it's my hammer or my blade. I don't know what it is. I think it's a hammer. Is this her second hook? It is not. It's her first, actually. Okay, well, she is still gonna go to the basement. I mean, if you guys want to sort of keep hanging around in the basement or like around this area, that's, you know, that's like, you know, not on me. Wait, do you think someone went into the lockers? Nope. Nope. There's one more here, I think. Oh! Ha! Oh, he's been hiding down here all this time. Ah, I knew it. I didn't see him leave. I was like, he must be hiding down here somewhere. And he was. I should have known. I should have known. Wait, how did I miss that? There we go. I meant on Twitter. Well, I appreciate you following him on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
And bam! Is that a second hook for him? It is. Oh, nice. 2 sacrifices so far. 2 more to go. Okay, so she escaped. She's not hooked down there anymore. So let's see if we can find where some others are hiding. By the way, Trix, do you also play this game, or are you just familiar with it from like seeing me and other people stream it or play it? Or are you also a player yourself? Keep an eye out for the hatch. Wait, has it spawned already? I never know when the hatch actually spawns. Like, I know when it opens, but I'm not sure like when you can see it. It's, I guess, still one of those things that I need to learn. There was someone there. Very familiar with it, thanks to streamers. Yeah, so I think I said this before, but like I've started playing this game like 2 weeks ago, I guess. I've had it for a while. Like I won it in someone else's stream, and like they were giving it away, so I won it at their stream a while ago. But because I never played it before, I was kind of like hesitant to start playing it because I was afraid that, like, I've always heard people say that it has like a very toxic community. I was kind of like afraid of the community around it. Like, as a new player, I was like, I don't want to go into like public matches with people like, you know, hating on me or like trolling me or like making my experience worse because I'm not like a professional player yet. Hello. So I was very worried about that, but like so far I haven't not really encountered any massive toxicity, I have to say, which I'm happy with because I'm actually very much enjoying the game. What is she doing? Wait, she's okay. She dug her own grave by doing that, clearly.
Welcome to the stream.
We got a raid coming in. Hello. I'm gonna look at you guys and do this. Hello, who's this person? Graham the Wolf, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Thank you. Welcome on in, raiders. I'm quickly trying to focus on the last bit of this game. But welcome on in. How are you guys doing? Can we get a shout out for Graham as well, please? She thought she could escape. Yeah, clearly. I like the scream in the background. I think she was just very excited that I got a raid as well, as I am. Graham, how are you doing? Welcome on in. How was your stream? What were you playing? You were last seen playing Hollow Knight. Nice. How are you enjoying that? And also, for everyone that came in, welcome to my stream. My name is MrJordilicious. I am a variety streamer, mostly focusing on single-player, story-driven adventures. But today, seeing as I haven't streamed in a week because I had a very busy week last week, I wanted to catch up with my viewers in a little bit And we are now playing some Dead by Daylight to finish off the night with. Other than that, I'm also part of the furry and puppy communities. You can see my persona Brooklyn over there in the center. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. And I'm always very happy to answer them and talk about it. But welcome on in. It's amazing. I think I'm almost near the end of it. Gotta love a bit of Dead by Daylight. Absolutely, yeah. I started playing, I was just talking about that. Like, I started playing it like a few weeks ago, and I'm really loving it. Oh, she left. She's the only one alive. But thanks again for the raid. I heckin' appreciate it. Thank you so much for sending your community over, and I'm happy to hear that you had a nice stream. Okay, so the hatch has spawned now, so she can, like, if she finds it, she can go in and she will be able to escape the map through that. So I lost her. Maybe kicking that gen wasn't the best idea. Can I see her? Can I see her? Can I see her? I cannot. She might be looking for the hatch as well. So let's try and listen carefully for it. I know what it sounds like now. There she is. Nope. Crap. I feel that I hear her. Like, she was here. But where? I think she's searching for the hatch. I mean that's what I would do in like her situation. Where could it be? Wait, this... No, I thought I saw movement. But Graham, I'm happy you're here. Thanks again for sending your community over. I really appreciate that. Raiders, welcome on in. I hope you have a good time if you decide to stick around here. And I hope you had a good time in Graham's stream as well. But knowing them, I'm sure that you had. Where are you? Where are you, Missy? Either that or where is the hatch? Oh, there's the hatch. Okay, I found the hatch. Let's close it. Wrong button. I always do that. All right, so now the exit gates are powered and she can open them. So if she's smart, she's going to go to either one of these two. So if I'm smart, I'm going to sort of cycle between them. Because she's either going to be here or she's going to be over there. I'm thinking she's going to be over there. I'm going to keep an eye out on that exit gate over there as well. Is she there? She is. She is there. All right. You're not going to make it, miss. You're not going to make it. Gotcha. Ooh, okay, good. Oh, we won. We won. She was so close too. She was so close, but you know, sadly, I do play this game to win. Sorry. Good game though. Good game. She held out the longest, so you know. I have to give her that. I hope we appealed the entity, and the entity was happy with our, you know, our sacrifices that we made. Ooh, earn 12 Embers of Gold, quality or better, 10 out of 12, nice. I also leveled up, nice. The entity is pleased. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. 23,000 blood points, nice. And they don't say anything. Well, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna take a very quick break before we do our next match to get something new to drink. And to take a bathroom break as well, because normally I plan my breaks at like, you know, like 10-ish. But seeing as I started later today, I figured, you know, we have to... It's almost 11 now and I haven't had a break just yet. Also, I got the hiccups, so sorry for that. Let's quickly level up. I think most of them left already because they didn't want to wait. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. If you don't know the people you are playing with, I usually leave as well. Spies from the shadows. Ooh, the crows found in the world can communicate with you directly. Ooh, 100% of the time. Coin crows give you a visual cue when you are within... All right, that sounds like a cool one. Let's get that. I definitely need to get some better perks for this character, but I feel that I need to level up more characters to actually get like the better perks from like other characters. Thrill of the Hunt. Alright, so I can't get any more. Ebony Memento Mori, ultra rare offering, grants the ability to kill all survivors. Oh, Jesus, stop it. You know what the thing is with the dicks? The thing with that is that like I also have the scream, like we also have the scream sound effect, but for some reason there's a slight delay with like the sound, like with like the alert popping up and then the actual sound. So usually I see something happening in the corner of my eye, then I look over, I see it's a scream, and then I hear it. So then like the scare effect is not as big. The dick sound though is like perfectly timed because it instantly happens like almost before the alert pops up. And then I hear it and I'm like, what the hell is that? So yeah. Kill all survivors who reach the second hook state by your hand during the next trial. That is a nice one. I kind of want that. But see, that's like an ultra rare offering. So like knowing that I only have one of them, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to use that because, you know. Or maybe I can use this one. Kill the last survivor by your hand during the next trial. Okay, so wait, they come in like better qualities. That's cool though. I like that. But for this one, I found some others that might be better. Let's see. Hex, Thrill of the Hunt. Yeah, maybe get like another Hex thing. No one escapes death. And what's this? Iron Grasp. And Tinkerer. Yeah, let's try this one. I need a drink, BRB. Yeah, same. So I'm gonna get a drink, chat. And then once I come back, we're gonna continue playing some DBD. Thanks again so much for everyone that is here tonight. I really appreciate you guys. But made your hiccup go away? I think it did because I think it worked. So thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna get something new to drink. You guys are gonna go to our BRB scene. And of course, remember, I mean, I know it's been a week, but you can still play Plinko on there. So !Plinko if you want to participate. And you can play some nice Plinko games while I'm on my BRB. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes when I return. I'm back. Let's see. I see we have some winners. Let's see. Who do we have? We got Giz taking a win. We got Trix getting 2 wins. And then Martin taking the last win. Nice. Congratulations to all of you. Yeah. Heck, congratulations. All right. Let's go ahead and start searching for a new game. Welcome back. Thank you. Also, let's try and get an offering. Let's see. I always like offerings that give me, like, you know, more blood points in a certain category, but I don't think, like, 75 in brutality, hunting. Yeah, let's try hunting. Maybe that's a good one. Let's try that. All right, cool. Cool. So on the new iOS, like iOS 15, you have this new feature that is like, you know, focus modes, and you can like select a certain focus mode, and then it can kind of hold off like all like notifications. So I've made a streaming focus mode. So basically every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when I go live, it instantly engages at like 8 p.m., which is nice. But then the good thing is that whenever I get like notifications, it kind of groups them into a sort of, this is the thing that you missed during, you know, when this focus mode was active. So which is kind of nice, because then I don't necessarily have like a ton of notifications on my screen, and it kind of groups them together, which I think is a super nice and super neat feature. Because I can easily just be like, oh wait, did I miss anything important? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I did. And then I set it up in such a way that whenever Peter sends me a message, I still get those notifications, which, you know, sometimes it's good to have those, because sometimes he shares something that I want to see instantly. Once the entity has consumed the survivor on a sacrificial hook, the hook is destroyed and can no longer be used. Oh, this does not apply to basement hooks, which cannot be destroyed. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's a good thing to know. Am I also in your streamer mode? No, you are not. So it's literally only Peter who can be, whose messages come true. And what I wish that I could do, but I don't think I can, I wish that I could disable Siri with those focus modes, because that would be amazing, but I don't think you can do that. If anyone in chat knows a way how I can automatically disable Siri when I go into like the streamer mode, focus mode thingy, tell me, because I always hate it when I'm streaming and then I say something and all of a sudden I hear like Siri being like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you with that. And I'm like, dude, I didn't ask you anything. Shut up. And for some reason, like lately, I noticed that my microphone is picking up like the sound of, like, you know, that sound when like your phone is searching for like, you know, like network or something like that. So you hear like the, you know, like the static. I noticed that my mic is picking up that sound a little bit more recently, which is also kind of annoying. I'm not sure if you guys can actually hear that or not, but I was checking the shortcuts, but I don't believe it's possible. Oh yeah, you have this shortcuts feature where you can actually create like actions and such. Yeah, that would be nice if I could like, if I could automatically engage or like automatically start a shortcut thingy. That would be cool, but yeah, if it's not possible, then, you know, of course I can't, but it would be nice if it would be possible. Bye! We don't hear any static. Yeah, it wasn't now, but like sometimes I hear it myself, but it could also be that it's just in like inside of my headset. That maybe like my phone isn't actually... Maybe that's it. Maybe my phone isn't actually interfering with my mic. Maybe it's interfering with my headset signal, which of course is also wireless. So like it could be that it's on the same, I don't know, like bandwidth or something. Maybe that's it. And that's also why you guys probably don't hear it, because it's not actually there. Okay. I actually played a game the other day where one generator was like super close to being finished. And I was trying to, you know, hit it. But then I couldn't, and I noticed that, you know, the person that was working on it was still there. I just didn't see them. I was like, dang it, I could have just hit them. Boom! Oh, I missed. Okay. See, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm leaning in. It's just kind of annoying. Especially now that I'm... Oh, hello. Well, he wasn't paying attention, I guess. But especially now that my mic is in front of me, I can't really lean in because, you know, it doesn't work. Bang! Oh, crap. I wanted to get her. When a phone call takes place, is Peter chatting to someone? No, I mean, no. I don't think he is. I mean, well, he is playing Xbox, but, like, you know, he's just using the Xbox headset feature. But it's also, like, when he's not doing that. So, I think it also sometimes happens when your phone is, like, I don't know, like, switching networks or, like, switching... Did you guys hear it? It was there, like, literally just now. It happened literally just now. But I think it might be that it's interfering with my headset rather than my mic. Which I think would make sense. Wow, these guys are gen rushing. Like, they got 4 done. 3. Actually, not 4. 3. Why did he turn around? Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit lonely. Hello. I saw you. Hello. Sometimes when they turn around, they dodge the attack. Yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes they do. Like, sometimes I'm trying to get them and then they turn around and then they are lucky and I still miss them. Wait. Did I not pick him up? Crap, I thought I picked him up, but I guess I didn't. No, he's still here. Oh, crap. Pick up. Ooh, that was lame. He was, like, in such a spot that I couldn't pick him up. Because either I was gonna vault or... No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna blind me and so I drop this guy. No, not gonna happen. Not today, sis. Right, they're clearly gonna try and rescue him because I think I saw someone move over. So as much as I don't want to do, like, you know, like a proxy camping, I don't want to go too far because I'm pretty sure... Hello. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that they are close by. Go! Ah! Did I drop her? No, I'm still carrying her. I hate it that you can't really evade a flashlight when you're, like, you know, when you're trying to pick someone up. Are they there? No. What do you guys feel about proxy camping? Do you feel that's, like, lame if I sort of stay sort of lingering on her? I mean, part of me feels that it's okay, but at the same time, I also understand how it's not really, like, the nicest way of playing. Also, hi, I saw you there. Go away with your bloody flashlight. Oh, here we are. Hello. Ah, you unhooked someone so I can hook you. That's nice. Thank you. What are you doing? Are you dancing? Dance, dance, dance. Dance, puppets! I'm fairly certain that... Oh, there she is. I think that I... Hello, Dwight. D. White. Come to Papa. This is gonna be his second hook, I think. Oh, wait, maybe it's not. Yeah, no, never mind. Maybe it's not. Try not to do proxy camping because it gives you a bad name in the community. Oh, it might be though. Okay, never mind. I thought it wouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, I try not to, but like sometimes, I don't know, like I know that they are close by, so I kind of don't want to... I don't know, like I don't want to be like, make it sort of too easy on them. Like I know that they are there. So I don't want to be like, well, I'm just going to go to the other side of the map, even though I know that you are literally still in the area. So it's, yeah, I don't know. Okay, this is going to be his death, I think. I mean, I think I hooked him already once? Twice, maybe? I don't know. Twice, yeah, there we go. But yeah, no, I do agree that it's in you know, generally I do agree that it's not a good thing to do. In this game though, I feel that it was, I don't know if it constituted as such. Also, there's the hatch. Good to know that. Crap. They always do that. And I always sort of forget. Wait, how is she running so fast? Wait, what is she doing? She's going so fast. What the hell? Right, that's gonna be her death as well. Which probably means the hatch will open so I can go back and close it. Crap, where's another hook that I can use? There's one. Oh crap, I'm not sure if I can make it there though in time. Before she struggles and jiggles her way out of my grasp. Quick! There we go. Okay, leaving her there. Oh, it's not her second hook. Oh, I thought it was. Okay, so the hatch doesn't open just yet. I thought it was her second hook, but apparently it was not. See, I should have stayed close this time. I didn't, but I should have. Hello. Bye. I'm fairly certain it is her third hook. So, like, when I hook her, I'm pretty sure that that's it for her. Which means I can close... Yeah. Okay, so let's go back quickly. Wait, is it not, though? Oh, it might not be. I really thought it was. Oh, she's still here. Hello. Well, I guess that also works because, you know... Unless the other one survives and, you know, tries to get out and survives that, I don't think they can win. Boom! You can make some nice automations when iPhone hears someone cough, send a message to Discord. Oh, that's a very interesting one. That's really interesting. Also, I mean, you can definitely do some interesting stuff with that too. Like, imagine, for instance, like, when the iPhone hears a doorbell, send like a message to, like, you know, I don't know, like a Google Home device or, you know, like something like that. That would be interesting. See, these are some nice messages, you know, well played instead of like being like toxic, just accepting your defeat and you know, being friendly. There were console players, by the way. Which, I mean, you know, in maybe like in their defense, I think, you know, playing on console is not as easy. Imagine though, having that thing, like when the iPhone hears someone cough, send a message to Discord. Like, you know, you have a channel that is literally just, you know, MrJordilicious cuffed. Imagine that. That would be interesting. All right, let's claim that. Hit a survivor 12 times with your weapon while the survivor is exposed. All right, let's do that. Let's see. Damage generated or destroy a drop pellet 10 times in one trial. Okay, let's try that one. I mean, 10 times a dropped pellet or a damage generator. I feel that should be doable in one trial. Not sure if it is, but let's try. Maybe it is. Let's see. Spending my points. Level 35. Oh, what's that? A teachable perk. Lightborn. Yeah, let's get that. Oh, crap. I wanted to get that too. $36. Monstrous Shrine. Your fervent care of the hooks found in the basement have aroused the entity's interest. The basement hooks grant the following bonuses. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, let's get that, because that seems like a good perk to have. Oh, wait, and that's it? I'm out of points? Okay. Let's take this one and let's change it for that one with the hooks in the basement. Which one is this one? Yeah. So today I was, like I said before, today I was meeting with some fellow pups, in basically the city that I was born in. I mean, I never lived there, for like, you know, full transparency, but I was born there because, you know, my city where my parents still live, there's no hospital there, so I had to be born, you know, like somewhere else. But I used to go there quite a lot when I was younger, and I still lived at home there as well. Like I used to go in, if me and Peter went to go shop somewhere, we went there. So I used to go there quite often. So I haven't been in that city for like 2 years. Like at least since like COVID started, I haven't been there anymore. So like close to 2 years now, I guess. So it felt really sort of like, I don't know, like almost nostalgic, you know, to go back there. I don't know, when I entered the city, like, you know, like the city limits, and I like saw the environment and everything, I got a little bit emotional. Like, yeah, it feels good to be back, you know. It kind of felt like coming home. Even though I didn't literally go home, but you know, it was nice. And also, like, I mean, they some things had changed. Like, for instance, there's a famous square with like a very famous cathedral, say St. John's Cathedral, which I think is well known in like the entire country. Perhaps, maybe not, I don't know. But like there's a square in front of that with like a theater. And I entered that square and I was like, wait, where did all the trees go? It was like a beautiful square, like a very big square with like trees all around it, like beautiful big trees that were like all around it. And then a theater on like one corner. And I entered the square and I was like, what the hell? Where are all the trees? And then I saw that they completely were demolishing the theater, and they are gonna, you know, apparently they're planning on building a new theater there. So like the entire square was like a construction zone, basically. Which is kind of a shame, because, you know, the theater wasn't necessarily a very sexy building, but, you know, now things don't look sexy as well, with like without the trees and with like, you know, a half demolished building. So yeah, it was kind of a shame that it wasn't in its like beautiful glory that it usually was in, but well, then again, they are building something new, so I'm assuming it's going to be hopefully looking even better. Again, this map? Dang. I really hate this map because I constantly get lost. So I don't think I can do that challenge where I have to damage like 10 generators. Like, what was it? Damage 10 generators and do something else? I don't think I can do that this game, because this map is... I constantly get lost. I might as well open the gates already, because most likely they will be able to win. When the iPhone hears a doorbell, start a workout. Start running away, iPhone. When you hear the doorbell, start a workout, because I want to run away, because I don't want to be here. I mean, it's very interesting though. Like, if you can definitely, I think you can definitely think of some interesting sort of like automations Realistic knocking again. It is fairly realistic, but this is again a I think this is again a sound that, like, you know, there's a little bit of a delay between the start of the sound and like the alert popping up. Maybe I need to find like another version of the sound that hasn't got such a big delay, because it kind of takes away the effect. Because I see the alert, I'm like, oh yeah, there's gonna be some knocking now, and then there, you know, that's kind of not the purpose of the thing. But still, thank you for playing it though. I appreciate it. All right, that's 2 generators destroyed or damaged. 8 more to go. Or, you know, like ideally 8 more to go. Also, I haven't seen a single player just yet. Not one. So I'm glad I didn't use any of my good offerings on this game. Oh wait, there's a zombie outside. Oh, that's kind of cool. They kept in the zombies. I was like, what the hell am I hearing? But it was a zombie. 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 Where is everyone? Do you guys see what I mean in terms of like that this is not really a great map to play on, because it's like so big and it's like so, like it has so many corridors and everything. Like it's so hard, I feel, to find survivors. Excuse me. Anonymous. Are you farting in my stream? Wow. 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 Yeah. I haven't seen a single player. They just completed 2 gens. Now there's one. Thank you. That's damage number 3. Not that I think I'm going to be able to complete it this game, but you know, you never know. Damage number 4. Fighting on stream, jail. It wasn't me, chat. It wasn't me. I wouldn't do that. Oh, oh crap, they completed that one. Also, am I being sent to horny jail or farting jail? If I have to go to farting jail, I reckon it's a smelly place. Wait, I made a... Okay, yeah, this game is... I feel that I'm just walking in circles. Are you gonna do that for me? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. What is this? 4? 5? 5 damages? It's clearly not enough still, but you know. If he's gonna keep, you know, dropping them. 6. Is it? I think it's 6 or 5. So far. So like if he keeps dropping those pellets, I mean, all good for me, because then I can try and do that challenge. Wait, I think it's someone else though. I think someone else was hiding, but you know, I'll just focus on her now. I don't want to be seen as someone who is tunneling. Gotcha. Ooh, next to a hook as well. Perfect. Hello. Ooh, jail is on the next DLC, coming to a new game near you. Stop moaning, okay? I think I hate this map as a killer and as a survivor, because I think in both, like I've played it a couple times as survivor, and I think for both it's like I always get like lost so easily. So someone is hooked and I'm like, okay, I want to save you, but I have no idea how I'm gonna get to you. So I mean, you see like those outlines, like, you know, I see that generator over there, so I know someone was working on it, but like I have no idea how I even get there. Oh, did they finish it? Oh, crap, they did. They just finished it. Hey, miss, would you mind dropping some pallets for me so I can destroy them? That would be awesome. Wait, entity summoned, so the person that I hooked is now going... Okay, I was gonna say she's now going into her second state. Wait, she's going upstairs. I want to get her, because if I take her down, then she's dead. Like, that's the end of her. I can also get him, though. He was very liberal on, like, you know, dropping the pallets, so that's good. I like that. Drop the pallets, dude. Give me a pallet. Drop them. Or lead me to a generator, you know, that's also good. Yeah, drop it. Thank you. That should be 7. I think that was 7. Three more to go, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. There he is. There he is. Any more pallets that you can drop for me, dude? Oh, crap, I missed him. Not even deliberately, like I accidentally missed him. Yeah, thank you. Number 8. 2 more to go. Or damaging a generator, but you know, that means that I have to find a generator that I can damage, which is not that one. Where did he go here? He did. Sorry, dude, bad call. As much as I wish I could just, you know, follow you, but yeah. Oh, it would be so nice if I could do 2 more generator, or yeah, either like generators or... I don't think the generator is going to work, though. I feel they are going to complete their generators, so... Wait, they were working on this one? Okay, let's damage it. 9. All right, so 1 more pallet drop. Whoever it is that I was following, please drop a pallet. Like, please. Please! I mean, usually people don't drop pallets when, you know, unless you are, like, literally behind them. Okay, I am behind her. Drop a pallet. Oh, I missed. Drop it! There's none here, dude. Okay, yeah, go and then drop a pallet. As soon as you see one, do it. Do it! Why didn't she drop that one? Because I was so close behind her. Oh, drop that one. I kind of am sort of like deliberately, I'm letting her sort of live so she can drop a pallet. Go, do it, do it. Thank you. Okay, I think that should be 10. I hope that's 10. Zephyr, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I hope that I counted well. Otherwise, it might... I mean, it might be 9. I kind of hate it. Like it might be 9. I'm not entirely sure if it was 10 or not. But if I do this one, this should definitely be 10. Either 10 or 11. But I think we should be good. Hello! This is what you have to create with shortcuts automation. When focus stream turned on, then turn on sound recognition on fire alarm. Oh wait, why would I want that? Because I don't have a fire alarm. Well, I mean, it would be nice if my fire alarm goes off, that it recognizes that, but you know. Happy Monday, how's things? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had a very busy week, Zephyr, but I'm happy to be back streaming after like a week off. And yeah, this week will hopefully be a little bit more relaxed. I'm excited for that, for things to be slightly more relaxed. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Since Siri doesn't work with sound recognition, it will disable the Siri. Oh, okay. I see what you are doing. Okay. But then what if there's actually going to be a fire alarm? Or what if my phone thinks it hears a fire alarm? Because I'm not sure if the sound recognition is actually very, like, you know, working well. I'm good. Quiet lesson was good today. Nice. They opened the gates. He's gonna go for the exit. But he's not gonna go for the exit. Dude, the exit is literally right there. What are you doing? I'm sorry, dude, but, you know, that's on you. The exit was literally right there. And I think this is gonna be your second hook, so you will probably not survive.
Yeah.
Bye! Alright, so one more. If I'm lucky, she didn't make it yet to the exit, but I'm guessing she did. Yeah, there she is. And I had a nice time at a wedding on Saturday too. Wait, you went to a wedding? That's so nice. Who got married? If you don't mind me asking. Like, were they like friends of yours or acquaintances or family? Lights and fire alarms. You will get a notification when it hears a fire alarm. Oh, it's just a notification, nothing else. All right, then it might actually be then it might actually be a good way to do that. Mipsy and Dryan. Mipsy is the fursuit maker. Ooh, good friends. Nice. Well, I'm happy that you yes, of course, but GG. Yeah, it is a terrible map, but you know, they did a good job. Nice. Well, I'm happy that you had a good time. Seeded tree. I know Mipsy. I've never heard of them, but yeah. Alright, so we cleared that. Earned 100,000 blood points. Seems sort of doable. I guess we just have to, you know, play more to get that, but you know, seems doable.
Jake bites Arcus time. Jake bites his lower lip.
Jake bites his lower lip. Also, turning your phone face down also disables Hey Siri. You will get less distracted that way. I mean, I don't necessarily get distracted anyway, because with the focus mode, I don't, like, it doesn't show, like, it doesn't light up the screen because, you know, I got my focus mode enabled. The only notifications that I'm getting are, like, from Peter, getting, you know, if he sends me a message. I just want Siri to be disabled because it's annoying when I don't even say, you know, like the trigger word, and then it kind of starts being like, I'm sorry, I didn't get a restaurant near you with that name. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't asking about a restaurant. What did you think I was saying? I wish that Siri actually had that feature. I mean, I like that feature of Google Assistant, where you can actually go in and see what it thought that you said. I kind of like that feature because that way, you know, sometimes when you... Oh, this is a good perk. Stealth ability. Standing still for 2 seconds grants you the undetectable status effect until you move or act again. Okay, so it's actually not as good as I thought it would be. But like with Google, I like it how I can go back and see like, okay, what did you think I said? Sometimes it thinks I say like the craziest things. I'm like, that's not what I said. She's part of the Furry Tailor, one of the biggest fur dealers in the UK. Oh, that's so cool. I've never heard of Furry Tailor either, but that's probably just me. Like, I'm probably not necessarily in the fursuit community or something, I guess. But that's nice though. I'm happy that, like I said, I'm happy that you had a good time at their wedding. Was it like a small wedding where, because of like COVID, or were you guys able to do like, were they able to go like all out? Like, I have no idea what like COVID regulations are in the UK at the moment. Like, in my mind, I feel that they opened up everything again. But I'm not sure if that's actually true. We all had tests before to make sure we're negative. All right. Place it face down. Yeah, I mean, I have this nice little stand that I 3D printed, so I can just, you know, put it in there, which is kind of nice because, you know, I mean, I like it like that. I mean, I could put it face down, obviously, if Siri doesn't get... I mean, it totally works. And I can just put it down there. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Wait, can I get notifications on my watch when my phone is planted face down? When Peter sends me a message? Because that's the main reason why I want to be able to see it. Like, sometimes he asks me a question that I want to be able to respond to. That's why he is like the only, what do you call it? Like the only app, or like the only person that whose notifications actually do come true. Even when I'm like in the focus mode. Because all the other notifications I don't see anyway, because, you know, they don't show up on screen. So I need to actually, you know, swipe up before I can see them. The Temple of Purgation. I'm actually having a good time playing as Killer. Like, I enjoy being Survivor as well, but I think I prefer it mostly with, like, people that I know. Rather than, you know, random people. Because, you know, at least that way you can have a little bit of communication. If you're, you know, joining like on a Discord call or something like that. Need to check on cats? No worries, take your time. Take your time. Yeah, I would swear that I saw someone there, but I guess I didn't. It's funny, I feel, but maybe that's just because I watch those streams more frequently, but I feel this game is very popular in like the, in like both the furry and like puppy communities. Or like maybe like in general, like I feel this game is very popular amongst like, you know, kinky streamers, like streamers who are like, you know, either furries or puppies or both, perhaps even. Because I feel like a lot of furry streamers that I follow, they frequently play this game. Hello! It's a popular game, definitely, yeah. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Hello. Why were you waiting on me? That's so lame. I mean, I get that you want to finish that gen, but like... Was that really like the smartest approach to do that? I'm sure he's still somewhere around. I don't think he left. He went very far. And I feel that gen is like very close from being finished, so I don't want to give him that opportunity. Then again, if I linger, it's not really gonna... They can just do others. Alright, let's keep an eye on that one. So Zephyr, your choir, is that like, you know, like a choir in like a church, or are you just like a group of people who like to sing? I don't know if that actually exists, like choirs outside of church. I'm not sure if a choir is like in a church per definition. I have no idea. So maybe my question was kind of dumb. Wait, is that a thing? Are choirs like per definition in a church? Is it like always a... Or is that not necessarily true? Just 16 people for choir. We sing from sheet music. You can have choirs outside churches. Okay. Okay, well, I'm glad that it wasn't necessarily a dumb question, because I wasn't sure. Like, the only choirs I know are, like, inside of churches. But you guys are, like, you know, just a group of people who like to sing together. I reckon. Oh, she got unhooked. There they are. I see you. I really wish that I was better with the chainsaw. I don't know what it is, but I just don't know how to maneuver with it. Like, when I'm going in full-on chase mode, I have no idea what I need to do. It's just super annoying. So what kind of music do you guys sing? Like, do you sing like popular songs or like a specific genre? Like, I love singing. Like, you know, I mean, singing is definitely something that I really enjoy. And I mean, even though I'm not necessarily good at it, or, you know, at least I don't claim that I am, I love doing it. Which is also why, you know, sometimes you hear me burst out in random song on stream, because I either make up a song or I just think of a song because someone said something and then I start singing it. I can't help it. I can't help myself. I want to make a shortcut when fart tweet. Wait, can iPhone detect? Can iPhone recognize the sound of a fart? And if so, why? What's the added benefit of making that feature? Who at Apple was like, you know what? We need to have sound recognition, and one sound that we need to add is the sound of a fart. Ah! Hello. Can I damage you while I'm carrying you? I cannot. Okay. Where's the hook? Where's the hook? There's one. They have no fart detection yet. Yet. So the peps I was with, they also gamers, so we talked a little bit about games as well, and like what kind of games, like which games we are looking forward to that are releasing, like, you know, in the next 6 months. And I actually got, like, again, I got like very excited about the release of Halo Infinite, which is in December. I'm super excited about that. Like, I can't wait to jump back into the multiplayer for that, because I really enjoyed playing the beta, like the multiplayer beta. Or technical test, if you will. And I really can't wait to jump back into it, because I always love Halo multiplayer. Is he gonna die? No, not yet. Hello, saw you there. Yeah, in due time, someone at Apple is gonna be like, hey, we need fart detection, because, you know, why not? So I'm kind of curious, like, what games are you guys looking forward to, if any? Like, if you are looking, if you're not necessarily looking forward to any games in particular, but if you are, I'd love to know which games you are looking forward to that are gonna release soon, or soon-ish. Also, did you guys see the Animal Crossing Direct last week? Where they announced, like, you know, the contents of the new free update of Animal Crossing? I thought it was actually pretty good. Oh, smash, smash! Oh, you... Okay, she's probably gonna escape. Yeah, there we go. Well, then the other one is gonna be next. That's what you get for trying to mess with my hooks, Missy. Oh, I missed. No, don't do it! Don't do it! Crap! You... Oh, they are playing good. Oh, I don't like them. They're being smart. Sabotaging the hooks that I'm going to. That's clever. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I have to give it to him. I don't like it, but it is smart. Because otherwise, you know, she would have been hooked. Both of them would have been hooked. Oh, I hate how they sort of outsmarted me. Oh wait, someone was working on it. That's why I couldn't damage it. Also, I hate that. Oh, that's lame. I thought I had him. Is it gonna be? I think it's gonna be his second hook though, if I get him. That's one hit. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're making it easy for me to hit you, dude. I mean, I don't mind. Like, thank you, but yeah. There's a hook here that hasn't been sabotaged. Nice. Okay, he's done. He's done. He's donezo. Water running did go off when I was on the toilet. That's a different water running sound iPhone. Animal Crossing Direct was so cool. It was. They were like, oh, you think we were done with this game? Boom, here's some thick boy goodness of DLC. Yeah, like I was very surprised. Because I initially thought they were only going to add... what's his name? Brewster to the game. And then all of a sudden they also added, like, you know, all the, like, Cap'n, which I think, you know, you have islands that you can visit, which is super cool. I love doing that in New Leaf on 3DS. And, like, they added so much things. But I was watching the Direct and I was like, yeah, this is probably going to be the last major update. And then they like, I said it. And then they were like, this is going to be the last big free update of the game. And then they came with like free or with paid DLC. Which, I mean, I get. Like, you know, I mean, it's not a very, like, necessary DLC, I guess. But, like, I feel that they just sort of were like, okay, we're going to add a ton of stuff now. And then you should stop complaining because that's going to be the last thing that we'll add. For free. Okay, well, they're probably going to rescue her now. Okay, I guess I do get messages from Peter on my watch. So that's good. Okay, so that's definitely something I can do. I can just place my phone face down when I'm streaming to be like, you know, even in more like streamer focus mode. And then I can still get notifications on my watch. Good to know. Do you think they're going to the other exit? Probably. Is there someone there? Wait, there's no one working on it just yet. Okay, wait, they're probably gonna go for this. Yeah, I was gonna say, they're probably gonna go for the save first. Anyone working on this one? Still not. Okay, I kind of feel that I need to go between exits, like this one and the other one, but... Dicks! Oh, jeez, stop it. Anyone there? Wait, what are they doing? Are they... Wait, do they have a key for the hatch? They might have a key. They might want to all exit through the hatch. Or they're not sure. Either that or they don't know. Oh, wait, there they are. I was gonna say, like, either that or they don't know where the exit is. Oh, she opened it? Okay, bye. It trumps even Pokemon later this month, and that's huge for me. I wish I could close the gate again. That would be cool. I mean, it would be terrible, like, as a survivor, but as a killer, it's kind of cool if you could do that. What are they doing over there? What is going on there? What are they doing? Hello? Oh, wait, were they cleansing my totem? Yep. Can I fix it? Nope. Okay, now they left. Everyone left. GG's, well done. Did they leave the person to die? I don't know. No, I don't know. Maybe they did. Ooh, nice, leveling up. It doesn't activate. Does not activate the recognition for shouting with dicks. Wait, what recognition was that? It was totems? Yeah, they were working on those totems, sadly. Kind of annoying. That's okay, though. That's okay. We'll get them next time. Oh, people shouting detection? Oh, that's a very interesting, like, why is that a detection mode? I wonder. I have to work again tomorrow, so I should get some rest. Have a great rest of stream. No worries, Trix. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. It was great seeing you again. Well, you and everyone else, of course, but like, you know, seeing as you are leaving. It was good seeing you again. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. And sleep well. And hopefully your day at work tomorrow is gonna be good. All right. Always with DB. Oh wait, we actually have a player who named themselves Fun, so they must be fun to play with. Bye. Hey Lek, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hello. Very fun. Oh, you guys are too sweet. You do know how to make this pup feel loved and making me blush on the inside. I don't easily blush on the outside, I guess, but you know, on the inside I do feel it. So I was meeting with these friends today. So we were having some dinner at the end of the day. So we were going to like a local French fries place where they have where they serve fries, obviously. So we go there. And it's like they recently opened. They opened in like August, so it's fairly close to where I live. So we go there and we come in. We order our things, and then the owner of the place, he comes to us and he's like, how did you experience like the routing of like places? Because we ordered also like a drink, and they were like, okay, you can grab the drink, like the bottle of drink, you can grab it yourself from the fridge over there. So he was like, how did you find that routing? Like, did you find it obvious and like a logical way of like, you know, when you order and then how to get your drink? So we had like some comments on that. Like we were like, yeah, we would do it like this. So kind of we had like a discussion where he was like, yeah, we were thinking of changing this and putting this over there. So we're having like a little bit of a discussion about that. And I you know, they were like, the owner was there and like someone else, I don't know who it was, but they were like talking about that with us and like trying out like, okay, what would work better in terms of like flow. But I liked it how they actually were like asking for like our take on things, like our opinion. I thought that was nice. The only stupid thing was that like we gave him like all these ideas. We were like, yeah, we would put this over here, we would put this over there, we would try this or that. Then we gotcha. We gave him those ideas, and then he was like, yeah. So he moved some things around, and then at the end, like when we left, when we're done eating and like we left, he was like, yeah, we thought about it and we're just gonna leave it the way it is now. So we were like, dude, you were gonna plan and you were gonna change everything around, and then at the end of the day, you're kind of like, yeah, no, we'll just leave it. I was gonna, yeah. Someone playing killer games? Yeah, I am playing some killer games. Yeah, I mean, I usually prefer to play survival games with like people that I know. Stop flashing me. Oh, I hate it when they do that, when they kind of start to go circling like that. I know I shouldn't tunnel on her. Like, I mean, I can't. Oh, crap. I should have hit her. I should have hit her there. Look, lady, we're not into that kind of flashing, okay? Yeah, exactly. Maybe if you were a man, but sorry, no, you're not my type. Oh, and this is my shortcoming for sure. 100%. This is my shortcoming. I can't leave her. I can't just like, you know, leave her and focus on someone else. Which I know I should. Like the other guys are, they're clearing gens and they're like, okay, yeah, you focus on her and we'll do our thing. Leon can flash you anyway. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Leon, if he wants to flash me, then no worries at all. Or Dwight in his sexy spandex tights. So will. All right, you know what? You won, Missy. You won. I'll just leave you. I'm gonna focus on someone else because otherwise they're gonna finish all these gens. And there we go. See. They're already doing that. All three of them are here. F you. See, that's what I'm getting for tunneling on someone. I mean, I got no one else but myself to blame in this one, obviously. Hello. Hello. I mean, they just need one more gen. Can you guys stop with the looping? Jeez Louise. I hate it when players do that. No! Ah, good. I got her. Nice. No, no, I'm not gonna let you flash me. Go away with your flashlight, you. Oh, you! Crap, yeah. Oh, no, wait, can I make it? Can I make it? Nice! Did that count? Did I get her? Wait, did I get her? Did I get him? No, clearly that didn't count. They're playing very smart. They worked well together while you're tunneling. You have to be playing together. Yeah, exactly. Like... Wait, what was that? Can I not break through that? That would be so cool if I can break through that. Oh! Boom! Yeah, like I was just playing dumb. Like I have no one else to blame but myself for you know, them being this far ahead, because I was just playing. I was just greedy. You know, I was just being greedy. So I'm thinking they must be like either like a team of people that know each other, because I feel... I don't know. I don't know if you would play with randoms. I don't think you would be playing this well coordinated together. Hello. When you like don't have any forms of like communication, you know? I don't think you will be playing this well if you have no communication together. You have to break it like you break a generator? Wait, but I don't think I could. I mean, I tried, but I don't think I had like a option to do that. See, and I'm tunneling again on this guy. Where did he go? Ah, it's you with your bloody flashlight. I just want to hook her once, just because I think she's so annoying. And of course they opened the gate. Or, well, they didn't open the gate. They just powered all the gens. Oh, I want to bring her to the basement. Come on, come to me. Fudge. No, no, no. I hate how you can't. I hate how you can't really look away when they are doing the flashlight thing. You can't look away when you are damaging a pallet. Oh yeah, they're gonna win. Obviously, they're gonna win. Because I suck at this thing. Oh, wait. Okay, hello. I needed to get her. Is she down? Is she down? Is she down? No, she's not. Leave! Wait, where's the other guy? He's not here? Wait, they were working so well together. Where did he go? Wait, only Dwight is left? Wait, they left one guy behind? I'm not sure if I should go to the other exit or if I should stay here. I think by the time that I get to the other exit, he probably has opened it if he's, you know, like still there. But at the same time, I feel that I have to try it because otherwise... Yep, he is probably there. Yeah, he is. Alright, well, you're gonna leave, so I'm just gonna break this so I can get a couple more points. Dang it. I suck with the chainsaw. Like, the chainsaw, I'm not good with that. Which I hate because I feel that's like, you know, the main thing of this character is to play with the chainsaw, and then I'm not good with it. Two console players. Oh wait, so maybe they weren't necessarily a team. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I'm not sure. What time is it? Close to 12. All right, let's do a couple more games. I like this one, but during, let's see, what are some good? Maybe this one is not necessarily very powerful. Bitter Murmur, Deer Stalker. I never know which like are some really good perks to have. Actually, wait, let's get an offering first. Tremendously increases the chance of being sent to your Mocha estate. I'm not sure which one that is. Let's try it out. I'm not sure which level that is. Also, did anyone see that tweet or like that thing that DBD is going to add NFTs to the game? I don't necessarily understand like how that's going to work or like what they plan on doing with that, but yeah, for some reason they thought it was a good idea to add NFTs to the game. Again, I have no idea how, why, in what capacity that will happen, but yeah, we'll see. I'm not necessarily also like, I'm not really like a fan of NFTs in general because I feel it's kind of like, I don't know, like a sort of like a, I don't know, like a crazy, like a weird fad maybe. I don't know, like I'm not a huge fan of them. One thing that I find sort of interesting, like one idea I think I find sort of interesting is how somehow maybe you can sell your first stream as an NFT. Oh, I wish I had my first stream like as a video or something because I don't. That would be cool though. That would be cool. But I think it's sort of interesting how this game, like when it's loading up, it needs to make sure that everyone is sort of like synced together and then like everyone is sort of like loaded to the same percentage and then it kind of boots it into the game because everyone of course needs to start at the exact same time. Otherwise it's not fair. Oh, this map. Okay, yeah, I know which map this is. I was like, I'm not sure which map the Yamota Estate is or whatever, however you pronounce it. Like the one thing that I don't necessarily get with NFTs is like how you don't necessarily always buy something sort of like exclusive. Like that's kind of the thing that I don't get. Like you buy something, but it's not that you are the only person in the world that has that particular thing. At least how I understand it. So because of that, I'm kind of like, why would anyone want to spend so much money on like a product, like a thing, when you are not the there we go, that's how that works. When you are not like the only person that owns it, like what's the point other than like, you know, bragging rights, like being able to say, hey, I own that. Yeah, well, so does everyone else. You know what I mean? You know NFT is like a certificate that you own it. Yeah, exactly, but like, isn't it like a thing that like indeed like I can sell like for instance my first stream or like a stream of mine, I can sell that as an NFT, but that doesn't mean that, you know, like if I sell it to you, it doesn't mean that you are the only person that can watch it, right? Like it can still be on YouTube or it can still be like everywhere. So like everyone can watch it, but you own it. That's the thing. So that's kind of my thing that I don't get. Like why would people care? Why would people care so much to claim that they own some things that they would, you know, be willing to spend so much money on it? Wait, someone was working on this. Oh, there you are. Let's say I sell an NFT of my bathtub, then you are the owner, but you will not get my bathtub. Yeah, exactly. Like, I am the owner, but I don't get it. So, like, what is the point other than me being able to say, hey, I own your bathtub? Like, okay, yeah, big whoop. That's exactly my point. Like, why would I spend thousands of dollars on a product that I don't actually get? I can just say that I own it. It's like I can say, you know, it's like me saying, hey, I own a Tesla, but you don't actually own it. No, that's true. I don't have it, but I do own a Tesla. But you don't, where is it? It's not in your garage. No, that's true. It's not. But I do own it, but I don't see it. Yeah, no, but I own it. Can we drive in it? No, we can't. We can't go driving in it. But I thought you owned it. Yeah, well, I do, but I mean, I also kind of don't. You know what? You get my point? Like, what's the point? Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I don't know. I don't know. Stop yelling and alerting them where you are. Oh, I thought he was gonna help him. Help her. I do, but the Tesla is on the other side of the world. Yeah. Like, I own it, but it's not actually mine. I mean, do you see what I mean? Like, do you see my point? Like, I don't know, like, what's the point of it? Because wasn't there like a artist that was selling like a music video of them as an NFT? But then you didn't actually own the video. Oh, no, wait, wasn't there like someone who sold like a TikTok as an NFT? And then like the original person actually got the TikTok, like they actually got the video. But then the TikTok still lived on TikTok. But they slightly altered like something minor. They altered it in the like the version that lived on TikTok. So that it was still a slightly different video, and then the one person had the original video. I guess something like that. Like they blurred like a logo or something like that. I don't know. Again, I might be very like old-fashioned, or like just maybe it's just like me being a boomer when I talk about stuff like that. I just don't necessarily get it. Let's leave it at that. I don't understand the appeal. Crap! I should have hit him. See, that's the thing with the chainsaw. I can't. Yeah, that was clearly way too slow. Oh, I shouldn't. I'm tunneling again. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. Missed. Same like Jack Dorsey. He sold his first tweet via NFT for 2.9 million. Yeah, like what the hell? I can still watch the tweet. Like he didn't delete it from Twitter and somehow, gave people like the code, or I don't know, like something. So like I can go to his profile page and I can scroll all the way down and see his first tweet. So like everyone can watch it. So like what is... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Again, call me old-fashioned. Call me lame or a boomer. I just don't get it. I kind of wish I did get it, but I don't. I really don't. Hello, what are you doing? Why are you sort of like stalking me? Would be interesting when he deleted it. I mean, can he do that technically though? Like, can he be like, hey, you own my tweet, but I deleted it? Like, is he allowed to do something like that? I wonder. Crap, see? I hate the chainsaw. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Oh, he's teasing me, dude. He's teasing me. Well, either that or he wants to give me some points, but I think he's teasing. Ooh, you are dead. Okay, wait, I'm gonna hook her. I hope. Because then she's dead. Then them messing with me didn't pay off. Well. Because I think this was her second hook, so... Wait. What the hell was that? What did she do? Crap! I missed her. How did I miss her? I don't want to let them have the satisfaction of doing that. Oh, there's a hook here. There's a hook here. Quick! Too late. There goes you messing with me. Oh yeah, running away quickly. Okay, well. Wait, there's one guy still alive though. Not everyone made it out. I wonder if he went to the other exit. Oh, is he AFK? What is that icon above his name? Wait, no, I think the other... Yeah, I think the other exit is also open. Yeah. So he's probably waiting for me to tease me here. Well, at least I got to make one kill, so, you know, I'm happy with that. Let's see if they're gonna say something in chat. Something toxic. I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe it would have been fair of me to let them go, but, you know, the way that they were, like, teasing me, I was like, yeah, I don't want to give you that joy of leaving. All right, I think that was my last game. I'm kind of, I think that was good. I had a long day, busy day, so I want to unwind a little bit before going to sleep. So let's see if I can level up once more. Probably not, but you know, we'll see. Maybe we can. Ooh, maybe we can. Yeah, we will level up. Nice. Level 40. Another teachable perk. Oh, that's a good one. Tinkerer. So I do want to get that. And Iron Grasp, the full one. Okay, let's try and go towards Tinkerer first, which we can't get completely, but close. 5k. But yeah, next game we will definitely get that. But that's gonna be it for today. So let's exit out there. Let's see who's live. That was fun, chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really had a good time, and hopefully you did as well. It was good to be back. Like I said, I took a week off, and it felt like a month instead of a week. Weirdly enough. But yeah, it was good to, I was happy to be back again. It was fun. I had a good time. So thanks everyone for chilling and hanging out with us tonight. I'm gonna quickly find someone to spread the love over to, so don't go anywhere just yet, because I would love to share you with another community. Not sure who's yet, but we're gonna find someone. We're gonna find someone who will, well, hopefully enjoy us coming over to them. Let us see. I hope you had fun. I did. Yeah, I did. I mean, I always like it more to play DBD with, like I said, with people that I know. But, you know, I think when I'm playing by myself, I think I prefer to play Killer. Because, you know, I don't need to worry about, like, other players or, like, other team members who may or may not be playing well. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. Share me. Well, I will share you. Not sure with who yet, but I'm waiting for an ad to stop playing so I can share you with someone once the ad is done playing. Oh wait, there's a new ad. Hello, I just watched an ad. Twitch, what are you doing? Why am I seeing two ads? I feel one ad is more than enough. Stupid ads. I know, right? Okay, let's quickly listen in on this this streamer. I don't think I've ever rated them. So they're playing some Back for Blood. And they seem nice. And which is the most important, you know, it's always important that, you know, someone is a nice person. And from what I saw in like a couple of seconds when listening to their stream, they seem nice. So let's go there and let's watch them play some Back for Blood. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna do that by going through here. Boom.
This ad is sponsored by MrJordilicious.
It is. Thank you for the biddies. I'm not sure what this is going to be an ad for, but, you know, if there is an ad, then it's going to be sponsored by me. So yeah, chat, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It was fun. It was good to be back. And we definitely felt like all the love earlier on in the stream, with like all the gifted subs and the hype train and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, we can do a Dutch word of the day. Chat, let's quickly do a Dutch word of the day. I haven't done that in a while. So let's do it. I know Martin loves the Dutch word of the day. So I usually end my streams with a Dutch word of the day. And the Dutch word of today is gonna be... I almost forgot about it, chat, because, you know, I haven't streamed in so long. Writer! Or in Dutch, it's de schrijver. I think we all know what a writer is. For instance, I was talking to the writer of that TV show, which in Dutch would be... Ik was aan het praten met de schrijver van die TV-show. So I was talking to the writer of that TV show, would translate as... Ik was aan het praten met de schrijver van die TV-show. I still don't understand why they keep adding the in front of the Dutch word instead of, and not like in front of the English word, since, I mean, I guess it works both ways. But yeah, there you have it. Your latest Dutch word of the day, writer. In Dutch, de schrijver. So thank you for reminding for that. And we still have all the credits rolling, so that's perfect. Chat, thank you for being here. I will be back here again on Wednesday, where we will continue with The Long Dark, episode 4. So yeah, I was watching a stream of the writer of the MrJordilicious YouTube videos. Yeah, which is also me. Speaking of YouTube, here is a link to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please go ahead and follow me over there. It's completely for free. Or subscribe to me actually over there. It's completely for free. But it helps me out a lot. Also, if you want to know more about my streams and my personal life, you can go ahead and follow me over on Twitter. And of course, lastly, if you want to hang out with me and other members of the community outside of streams, you can do that on the Discord. Lastly, I'll share a rate message with you, which is over there. If you are a subscriber, you can use the one at the top. If you are not a subscriber, you can use the one below that. And of course, feel free to substitute those emotes for your own or your own favorite streamers' emotes as well. But that's going to be it for me for today. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. I had a heckingly good time coming back after a busy week. But I also sort of noticed that I need to kind of ease back into it. So yeah, we're going to take it easy. And then next Wednesday, we are going to continue with The Long Dark, which is going to be fun. So we started with that last week or 2 weeks ago. And we're going to continue. So thank you so much again. I hope you have a good rest of your day or a good night, depending on where you live. And then hopefully I will see you again next time. For now, though, the last thing that I will say is that my name is MrJordilicious. You have all been extremely delicious yourselves as well. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.